Y'all know the count.
Stranded the bros. SPS. Hit record. Champion, let's go.
Make sure you hit the like button on the way, Cam, man. Y'all know the count. Let's get to it. Drop a comment, let us know y'all in the building. Let's go.
But we laugh, we debate, let the truth still show. Real talk with the bros, every cap get exposed. From the grainy little frame to the wild upload. SBS in your face, let the whole world know you're rocking real time with the bros. Stratter in the chair, hit play, let it run. Most side eye every frame, saying that ain't done.
Go.
Josh, break it down like pause. Zoom in close,
Y'all
in
know
the
the
back,
count.
yelling, hey, that's wild, bro. Late night scroll, turn the show, now we on. From the couch to the screen, same joke, same bond. Southern in the slang, but the takes hit cold. Turn the volume up, let the story get told. Real talk with the bros, we be breaking it down. From the clips on your phone to the word on the town. Surveillance on loop, catch
like
the
the way
scene in
y'all know the
slow-mo.
count, man.
Was
Let's
it
get to it.
stage,
Let's
was
go.
it real? We gon' still say so. Real talk with the bros, every cap get exposed. From the grainy little frame to the wild upload. SBS in your face, let the whole world know you rockin' real time with the bros. Viral in the chat, y'all seen this, yeah. We rewind, freeze frame. Place your bets from the weird to the wild to the just plain.
Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Y'all know the count, man. Let's go.
Took God, big laughs, big facts.
Drop some in the comments, let us know you in the building.
Family on the mic with a front row. You hit that play, hit that like, let the numbers grow. But the vibes stay the same, it's just bros on the show.
Get it.
Real talk with the bros, we be breaking it down. From the clips on your phone to the word on uptown. Conspiracy talk, keep it hush, keep it low. But we laugh, we debate, let the truth still show. Real talk
Make sure
with
you
the
hit the like,
bros,
hit the
every
like, hit the
cap
like.
get exposed. From the grainy little frame to the wild upload. SBS in your face, let the whole world know you rockin'
let's go.
real time with the bros. Real talk, real talk. Strata, Mo, Josh, Uno. SBS, yo, you know. Hit play, let it roll, let it roll. Real talk with the bros.
Welcome to Real Talk with the Bros. You are now tapped into the SPS Podcast Network. I am your host, DJ Strata, and this is Real Talk with the Bros. Real quick housekeeping. Drop a comment. Let us know that you in the building this evening. Again, it helps the algorithm. We appreciate all the likes, all the shares, all the subscribes, man. Y'all the reason why we do this. And again, man, it's just great to have y'all in the building. It's good to be here. First off, so after we done the likes, make sure y'all subscribe. We done all that, right? Let me let y'all know. Yesterday we were supposed to go live, but I had one of those diarrhea scares that was diabolical. So what's crazy is I went to eat, bro. There's some wild shit. So I went on my lunch break, right? And I be fucking with this place called Cali Burger. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's called Cali Burger. They got
I
real
heard
good
of it.
food and shit, but it's something about that chicken, bro. That shit in my stomach weird as hell. So I was like, nigga, I am not up for no pie, bro. Like, nigga head was bumping out. It was just a bad one of them days where I was like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
But we got back to it, man. It was cool, man. I did end up taking some probiotics though, bro. These shits here called pre and post prebiotic or probiotic enzymes. It's got like 100 billion CFUs. It's like 15 strands in it, but it really helped to calm my stomach down. Y'all got this shit off Amazon,
Okay.
man. It's pretty dope shit. I think the company's called Bulk something, but it's pretty dope, man. It pretty much like you take it in the morning with like your favorite drinks. I normally drink it with my bottle of water in the morning, but it really helps settle my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like as I get older, my stomach just be trash as hell. So I be taking pre-probiotics, in the same joint. And again, that's one of the few ones I could find, bro, that don't have a taste to it. Because normally you'll buy them shits and it's like it has a nasty aftertaste. But that was pretty solid, man. I took that shit this morning. And I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel better, but that shit had me fucked up yesterday, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It was bad. Straight the fuck up. What's good with you though?
Ah man, look at man, shit. I just been fucking working, man. Working,
Bro,
working, working.
has that diarrhea strand scare, has that got to y'all where you at?
Oh yeah, bro. It's sort of everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got like a lot of restaurants and shit, like giving back their, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they lettuce and whatnot. And yeah, bro. But what's crazy about this shit is that where everybody thought it came from, it ain't even came from.
What you mean?
Like it was in the news, like I think it was probably like 4 or 5 days ago, where they thought all the contaminated like lettuce like was coming from like Taylor Farms.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it was like, if any restaurant is messing with Taylor Farms, then like just be on the lookout
Hmm.
for this type product. And then 2 days later, yo, my bad. It won't Taylor Farms. It was a false positive. So it's like y'all still don't even know where the hell this shit is coming from, or like, man, shit, y'all just as clueless as the masses.
That's a fact, bro.
Like, bro, what the hell going on?
Yeah, bro. And like you said, my nigga, like this shit is getting real simple, but it's real hard at the same time. Meaning, if you gonna eat out at the restaurants, of course you gotta be careful with the fresh produce. But on the back end, like if you cook and make your food yourself, like you said, there's nothing that we weren't already doing. Like clean your fresh vegetables and produce daily. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
clean it thoroughly, not daily, thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? And ensure that you don't have any of that bacteria growing anyway, because this scare aside, I think the one thing, ain't gonna lie, that the virus showed me was that as a people, we just unclean as hell. And it took, that last pandemic to, let niggas know, hey, bro, you don't wash your hands enough throughout the day. You feel me?
bro.
Like we just a nasty ass people. Like let's start there. And then it's bad to where you get to the point to where our fresh produce, you know what I mean? Like we can't even trust motherfuckers to clean that appropriately before putting it in front of us. That shit is diabolical though, bro. What you think?
Hey, bro. I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head, man. Like, and I think Javi agree too.
Yeah.
But but nah, bro. Like, I mean, it's I don't know if it's this particular disease that's going around with it with the food,
Yeah.
but there's one particular disease to where I kid you not, like it comes from, like, if a field worker's out there working in the field, you know how we used to do field work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Curtis was very, like, he was very strict,
Yeah. That's
and
a
he was
fact.
like, if I ever catch anybody peeing or doing anything like pooping anything in this field, you fired,
Yeah.
and I'm probably not gonna drive you home.
No, dead ass, bro. Dead
But it's
ass.
like, now, as grown ass people, and you got crap like this going on, it's like, damn, I
You get
get
it.
why Curtis was basically like, I better not catch nobody peeing or pooping in this damn field. If you
Yep.
got if you got to, you carry your ass to the tree line.
Right.
Like,
Right, bro. Because it be shit like that. Well, like you said, if you outside, you ever done any level of field work, like we fuck with tobacco a lot, but any level of field work, you know that again, you have to put out those reminders, be adamant because this shit ends up on somebody's table. You feel me? It ends up on somebody's produce section. And I get it. Most people that's doing the work, they're not even thinking that hard about it. But it goes back to how we are nasty as a people. And again, like
fact.
on some real shit, like I think it helps, following the biblical dietary guidelines because on top of food being fucking disgusting, your shellfish, your pork, your hoofed animals is like, my nigga, they even worse if we being real. You know what I'm saying? Like
Fact.
nothing is truly, truly safe now, but I'm just saying, like, my nigga, like, it's more important than ever that, us as a people, we gotta get the fuck away from all this pork on top of the healthy shit not being cool. Like it's almost like you burning the candle on both ends. What you think, bro?
Can't, I can't. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. I think it's too late for that, bro. Like we
Mm,
already done hit the goddamn threshold to the point to where motherfuckers is taking pig hearts and trying to put it in people, bro.
damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like pig is in shit that you wouldn't even think it's in, bro. That shit is in candy and most candy and Jello.
Yeah.
I fucking love Jello. Why?
That's a fact, bro. And like you said, man, it's so fucking tough to find. Even if you want to choose to eat out, so like that Cali style burgers place that I'm talking about. The reason why I love them so much is because even though it's fast food, it's fresh, but also it's all beef products. You feel me?
Yeah,
So they got bacon and hot dogs and shit, but you know, glizzy's paws, but everything is beef. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And so like it's always cool to find those halal spots. And again, it ain't like it's completely foolproof, but it does help at least to deter from the bullshit that's out here, man.
no, facts. But I will say this though, one thing this shit has taught me too,
Uh-huh.
and eh, had the garden the first like 2 or 3 years when we moved here, man, but we just sort of fell off on it. We
Mm-hmm.
had like, and we was growing beans, garlic, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was
Keep
like
talking.
six or
Hold that thought. I'm
seven,
gonna show you something. Yeah, go ahead. Keep talking. Keep cooking.
but
I'll be
it,
right
but it
back.
was like six or seven other plants we was doing right beside our peach tree. Our peach tree is still growing and producing, but we sort of stopped on the gardening, but we had lettuce in the mix too. And my thing is if we were still gardening, we wouldn't even be worrying about this lettuce, bro, because we could just go straight from the garden,
Hey, yo,
wash this
B.
shit in the sink, and boom.
So my neighbor, man, he be gardening and shit, bro. And like tomatoes, the nigga got
Mm,
uh nigga cucumbers paws, bro.
damn.
Literally like the nigga was right in front of us. It's like, my nigga, you need anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, hit me up. So the nigga, I still ain't really tried his pepper because I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Them shits. He was like, yo, be careful on these shits. They're not the ghost jalapeno joints, but he was like, this is a very spicy pepper. I ain't chopped it up and start cooking with that yet. But again, back to
Yeah.
your point where you think it takes a lot, but he had so much of a surplus. He was like, bro, you even gotta ask, man, if you just need something or you whipping up something real quick, you know, help yourself because I can't harvest it fast enough and we can't eat it all. So, shout out to the neighbor, man. It's
Fact.
inspiring. I haven't quite got to the point where I want to get out there and start tilling and shit yet. But again, it's at least cool to know that in the area it can be done.
Yeah, nah, facts. Yeah, nah. I ain't gonna front. We definitely got the green thumb. I don't know from whom, but
Yeah.
shit.
That's what I said. I know it'll grow. It's just like I gotta get to it and just kind of do it one day versus
Yeah.
talking about the shit. But it is encouraging to see my neighbor got it, man. But with that, without further ado, man, make sure you hit the like button, bro. Let's get straight to our first video, man. Again, the link has been dropped. If you want to join in on the conversation, watch some of these wild ass videos with us, man, or just be a part of the conversation. You can hit the link. Also, leave us comments. Let us know you in the building, man. We appreciate y'all. We hit a milestone not too long ago. The channel is at 60,000 views. And like I said, man,
Yep.
it's pretty solid, man. Like we growing, even with our inconsistencies. I'm gonna own that. That's on me. But we getting there, you feel me? So let's get to our first video, man. Let me see what you think about this one, bro. Are you ready to kill or die about it? Let's see what it is. Shout out to Leon. What's good, my brother? You know the count. Discord in the building, man. Make sure y'all tap in. This might be risky, man. It's one of our Discord brothers in the building, man. But I'm gonna play this video, man. So get your thoughts on this, bro. Hold on, before we do that, there you go. What's up,
Ah,
bro?
Hey,
What's up, big bro?
what up, bro? How you doing?
chilling, man. My orientation was
Vito!
all messed up.
Hey, hold
Shit,
on.
Vito, what up with you?
Shout out to Vito, man. Three the
Hey,
guys
hey.
now backwards. You heard me. Shout out to Vito and the man. I'm proud of you, brother. You gotta tap in, man. Vito's one.
we definitely, hell no, we definitely got to link up. Shit.
Yeah, I gotta tap in with Vito, man. Shout out to Vito. What's up, bro? What's up, big bro? How you doing?
What up, chill, man?
trying to get this damn thing right.
Yep.
Oh no, it's mercy.
Yeah. Turn it sideways. Pause. That shit.
Oh, so if I turn it sideways, y'all. I feel like I'm okay. So I can
Yeah,
turn it
it
sideways. We
fills
good.
out. Pause. It fills out the entire box. Damn, you got your shit
Oh,
now.
will it auto
It
rotate?
ain't auto
Oh
adjust.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's right. That's right. Because I locked that shit not too long ago because I got the. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's some
I
shit
need
I'm
the
gonna have to do
orientation
when
from
I
work.
when I
All right.
go.
Boom. Boom.
There you
Boom.
go.
Boom.
There we go.
Okay.
There we
There we
go.
go. Now we in
Okay.
business. What's good with you though, bro?
Now
Oh shit,
now we're
man.
cooking
I
with
was thinking.
gas.
As I was getting ready for this was, I really don't be giving a damn how I look because it's like, I'm like, damn, you want me to like, get on camera and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just had a beater on. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, So I really, and I just look into my closet and shit. I really don't give a damn.
Uh,
Um, I'm potting with your uncles.
What's up,
No, they're
nephew?
your
what's up,
uncles.
Skywalker?
Well, I know. I know you're not an uncle. I know you're Luke. I'm just saying that those are your uncles.
What's
Yeah,
Up,
yeah,
young
that's uncles.
Skywalker? Yeah, shout out to
up with
Vito,
you, Luke?
man. Seen we was live. Yeah, man, we got this show, Vito, man. We be popping up live, just watching videos, bullshit, and but it's good to see game, man. We proud of you, bro. You feel me? Like we're gonna
Yeah,
tap in
most
soon,
definitely.
straight like that,
Yeah,
straight
the
like that.
light. You have to have the light on.
All right, bro. We're gonna get to this first video, man. You popped in right at time, big bro. We're gonna get to the first video and kind of get y'all thoughts. Are you ready to kill or die about it? Let's see what this video talking about, man. Let's get to it.
And I bet he ain't trying to die about that pussy though. I bet he ain't trying to die about that pussy though. Fuck all that. These yours and bitch, he ain't trying to die about that pussy though.
You're absolutely right, young man. I'm not willing to die about it. That's why I'm going to send you to jail about that pussy. Make you talk to a lawyer about that pussy. Maybe the DA and the judge about that pussy. Fight for your commissary about that pussy. You would not bully me. I'm gonna spend the night over here comfortable without worrying about you coming over here with that stupid shit. And y'all can talk about that shit over video visitation. Enjoy your stay.
Thoughts?
That was funny.
Nah, it was hell no.
What y'all
Oh
think?
man.
OG got
Hey,
the right call. What we doing, bro? What's going on out there?
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
go ahead, Junior.
Oh no, I was about to say, yeah and no. Um, I would say, yeah, I definitely agree to the sentiment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, combating to the death. I'm over no chick, over no pussy.
Yeah.
Um, but it's like, why even call the cops? You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's like, why even care enough to do that? I mean, I guess, if it's like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, nah, you good. And it's like, I can walk away. You ain't fucking with me if I peel out. And then why call the cops? I'm good on that too. And then like I'm gonna spend the night over here comfortably. And if all of that's like going on, it's like, nah, I'm not spending any kind of night. No. I'm good. No,
That's
thank
facts.
you.
That's facts. That's facts.
Hey, have y'all ever? Now this is personal, and I know we gotta talk about our yesteryears because all of us are kind of we on the bench right now. Niggas out the game. Y'all ever had a shorty to where a nigga was ready to kill and drill about that pussy?
Yes.
And so how you deal with it?
Ha. Uh, huh. One day, oh man.
Nigga
And
said,
I ain't gonna front. This shit really made me like rethink my choices like in life and just, what I'm saying, my the partners that I was choosing.
yeah,
But I was dealing with her and she had an on again, off again boyfriend. This is
right.
when I was staying in Rocky Mount.
Mhm.
Like, what I'm saying, like by myself when, what I'm saying, like when everybody like moved to Jacksonville.
Yeah, slow down, dog. You ain't gotta tell them everybody. We ain't gotta tell them
Uh,
everything.
but but goddamn, long story short, she came over to the crib This dude followed her, and he was banging on the door. I wasn't worried about calling the cops because I had my 4.5 in my hand. But just imagine, if you will, just I'm standing in my briefs, pointing the gun at my door, and this crazy nigga's banging on my door, saying shit like, "I'll die for that pussy." Like banging on the door. And she just like, and she down the hallway, just looking at me, and I'm just sitting there, just sort of just like this. So if he come, the only thing I gotta do is just this right here. Right.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He was just banging on the door. If he would have busted a window, I would have threw Leia right back at him, but he didn't do that. He just got back in his car and left. And I waited about 2.5 hours before I didn't have to kick her out. She left voluntarily, and we just let that shit die. Because I mean, I ain't gonna front now. We, you know what I'm saying? We, was vibing. We were vibing, but it ain't worth killing this nigga over.
That's real shit. That's real shit, bro. I think that, like you said, man, we all got them stories, bro. Where, like you said, they just kind of pop up like that and it be like that. You know what I mean? It's like, dog, like there's always one dude that's going too far for some shit that he don't own and can't control. And again, one thing I thought was interesting, I was watching this firearm instructor, and he said some real shit. He was like, how you do messaging matters, right? So he said, for example, if you have to pull and use your firearm in a scenario, the language that you use in the court and even your defense attorney matters. So for example, he said you discharge your firearm until said threat and the reaction that you want stops happening. And that's a key that a lot of people don't keep in mind. So for example, if you got to up it on somebody and let's say you got a fire, right? The idea is that the action they were doing, you're simply firing to stop said action. You feel me? Because in a court of law, they're going to be like, you killed them for self-defense. And it's like, well, they can't get past the part that you committed the act versus what I did was a healthy reaction to stop the aggression. But how you frame it and how you paint it matters, right? So to your point, bro, when you just kind of holding it, like, we're going to see where it goes here. Again, we had to eliminate the actions and the threat. That's the whole idea of self-defense. So just something out there for the people listening, man, that, own firearms, and we talk about good shoots, bad shoots. We see them all the time. But the healthiest defense is that you were stopping said threat. And once the motion stops, you stop firing. And he was giving examples like, so let's say you up it, you fire, right? Person's coming at you real aggressive. You fire, they grab themselves. The aggressive action stops, so you don't really shoot again. See what I'm saying? Or you let one off, he take off running the other way. You don't pursue, you don't fire again because the action that was threatening you has now stopped. But now also, you fire the first one, and then he comes forward more. Well, you gotta keep shooting until the action that threatens you stops. But I was like, damn, that's a good way to retool your brain on when and how to use your firearm and your thought process behind using it. Is that there's an action that's threatening my life, and I'm gonna keep firing until said action stops or ceases. But I know it takes a lot of discernment in the moment. It happens so quick, but it has to be the thought process. Just something for people to chew on, man. But yeah, having a 30 for that pussy is crazy. Y'all niggas need to relax. Y'all need some more hoes in your life and guns. How about that?
Yeah, that
Go
joint,
ahead, bro.
that joint reminded me of the Walmart parking lot joint. The chick in Florida. I put the dude down over a parking spot.
Yep. That ass, bro. That shit was diabolical, man. We got a couple of videos from some current events we're gonna get to, man. But like you said, man, it's gotta make sense until it don't. You feel me? But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We got the first video down. If you want to hit the link to join us on the panel, I am dropping it from our YouTube link, man. If you're on Facebook, you can come over to YouTube real quick, find the SPS podcast. You want to come up and just kind of watch some of these videos and vibe with us, man. It's an open panel tonight. Y'all know how we do. How we give it up, man. This ain't nothing too heavy. or too thick. We just watch a video seeing what the hell's going on around the world through the internet. So hit the like button on your way in, drop a comment, let us know you're in the building. And let's get to our next video, bro. Blood or truth? Which comes first? When y'all watch this video, I want y'all to think about this. Blood or truth? Which comes first? Let's get to it.
Message.
Okay, but your loyalty belongs to me. How you gonna go tell some man I cheated? You done ruined all my stability, mom.
What's up, Shane?
I know you ain't tell Marcus that I cheated on him.
I did.
What the hell you mean you did, ma? That was not your business.
You calling me like you sitting up here checking me about you cheating on this man. Intent don't erase pain. If someone did that shit to you, you'll be devastated.
Okay. Mama, that wasn't your business all your goddamn place for you to be telling my goddamn...
Oh, because that's the problem. You keep talking. Talking in your cheating. You're opening your legs to all these men out here, and you got a good man sitting at home taking care of your kids while you out here cheating. Good people don't come twice. Choose your battle. Listen, you need to take responsibility without making excuses. You need to accept that you did that man wrong, and you had a good man. It's hard enough that your ass can't stay in a relationship longer than 3 years. Don't nobody want your ass in, and you had a man that showed up for you and your kids, and you decided you want to go cheat on him? Are you serious?
Ma, you...
What would happen if you... What would happen if somebody did that to you, huh?
Ma, you real foul as fuck. You fake it like...
Shut up and listen to me talk. Now get the hell off my phone while you think you calling up here. Think you finna check me about something that you did. Don't bring it to my door, then guess what? You won't have to worry about me feeling no more.
Where we at with it? Where we at with it, yo?
Man, all right. So, hey, all right. So this where I'm at with that, man.
Oh man.
So blood or truth, right? For me, it's always blood, regardless. It just is what it is. But as it pertains to what the mom just did, I don't think that would necessarily go against blood. I would still say that instance in and of itself is more for blood and truth, just depending on how you're looking at it, because it's like,
I can hear him, bro.
like,
It's on you, Josh. You might have dropped off and come back in, Josh. Yeah, you go.
So, yeah, we just lost him.
Yeah,
but like in the sense of like, she did that really for her own good, but she's just too short-sighted to see that. Because it's like, what if it was a bad situation and he found out another way? And what if something rageful happened and somebody ended up getting hurt, Or some could argue, well, what if after, mom told him that, what I'm saying, he would have went to hurt her. I don't know. I think that maybe hearing that from her mom probably helped that, because it's like, yeah, I'm pissed off, I feel like hurting somebody, but you showing me love by letting me know this, looking out for me when you don't have to. And so on the strength of that, what I'm saying, I'm not going to like cut her throat. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily think that she made a choice between blood and truth with that. Either way, she's helping out the blood. But yeah, I think our mom would do that shit. And I think mom probably has done that a couple times. You feel me? Mama do that shit. She called like, you don't need to be seeing nobody else, and you need to be doing that girl wrong. And Junior, you need to stay with her. No, and all this. And my mama be the one. She called a chick. She'd be like, girl, he's seeing so and so. Yeah, you feel me? But I don't necessarily think that that's her like going against like blood. I think that is because she cares. You feel me?
Yeah, you think that's more
I was rambling on that one,
accountable? No, you good. That's great, bro.
I landed there.
Great shit. You think that's more accountability than it is going against the grain of blood?
I can't hear you.
Check. Can you hear me now? Check. That's crazy. You can hear me? Check. Hey, drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can currently hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat. I think that might be you, bro.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Check. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can
I'm going to go
hear
out.
me.
Come back.
Yeah, go out, come back in. For sure. But yeah, I think that that is definitely going against the grain, bro. Like well, let me rephrase that. I don't think it's going against the grain. I think it's more so of accountability. And I think that where daughter fucked up at was she was technically involving her mama in some shit that she shouldn't have been involved in. You feel me? Like that's the part that's messed up. Josh, you back? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Mo,
All right, cool, cool.
Mo, you muted, bro. Yeah, y'all had me second guessing my fucking self. I was like, y'all niggas tripping. Yeah, you muted, bro, but yeah, you good,
Yeah,
bro.
I can hear you now, but yeah, it's like I couldn't hear you, bro. It was like you were talking, you could hear me, but I couldn't hear you.
I
Yeah,
couldn't hear
y'all
nobody. That's why I
crazy.
left out and came back
Struggle,
in.
struggle streaming, bro.
It be like that, man. But yeah, back to the point, bro. I think that was more accountability than her going against the grain. And I think that that's where problem number one arises is that as the daughter, you telling your moms you cheating on the nigga you with. And at that point, you involved in some shit she had no business being involved in. So when her nigga hit, evidently, the dude got enough rapport with Mom Dukes the way he tapped in with her. She told the truth. And I think that, like you said, that whole blood loyalty is dope, but don't ever make it push against the people that you fucking with, their principle. You feel me? Because now you literally playing with that blood loyalty that we talk about run so deep. That's my opinion. You feel me? Like if you doing your dirt, niggas know do your dirt by your lonely. You feel me? So if you're out there doing trifling shit, the last person you need to be tapping into is Ma Dukes to tell her about what the fuck you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I think that in that instance, to your point, Mo, like that's how it go. You feel me? You involved your moms, and then when the baby daddy or the boyfriend tapped in, she ain't gonna finna go against her integrity fucking with you because you doing some bullshit. I get it. Josh, what were your thoughts on the video though, bro?
Uh,
And like the mama was right on that. Like, I mean, man, hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Hear me?
Yeah, I get you. Check, check, check. I think we might have lost you
Can
again.
y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Damn, I can't hear y'all. But somebody just tried to call though, so Jesus, man, what the hell?
Hey, put that phone on do not
Hold on,
disturb, man. You know how this go.
I'm gonna go out and
Go
come
out,
back
come
in.
back in. Yeah. It be like that, bro. Hey man, I be telling y'all niggas, boy, that mic check be important as a bitch. I be like, yo, y'all better tap in about 7:14, 7:15, get all this shit figured out, man. But shout out to the bros, man. Like I said, I fuck with y'all because I was telling Josh earlier, Mo, that that damn I ate some shit yesterday that fucked me up, so I had to get my shit together for real. What's up? Oh no, hit the link, nigga. What's up, little bro? Junior on mute.
I thought it was that damn explosive diarrhea shit. You feel me?
Fuck nah, bro. Hell nah. That shit almost got me. I almost took out of here. I was telling bro, I take these pre and probiotic shits, bro. These shits are good as fuck. I can send it to
Oh
you
shit,
when I'm gonna
that's what's
focus in
up.
on it later. But yeah, I take one of them shits every morning, bro, just to make sure I keep myself going straight. You feel me?
You know what? I've been seeing a lot of those ads and some of those AI created ads on
Mhm.
that joint. Well, they'll even use like how old you are. And some dude's like, "Oh man, I was a 42-year-old guy and I was working and I got out of shape, but my brother flew in from Brazil and he said take these motherfucking pills." You know what I'm saying? And then if you
Oh
got get it
shit.
so that it kind of looks like you and shit, but it's like I've been seeing a lot of probiotic stuff, man.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about tapping in with that shit. You feel me? Like taking the multivitamins and all that.
Yeah, man. That shit ain't gonna lie, bro. It really does help. Like it settles my stomach in the morning. I be breaking my fast in the morning. Like I don't even break my fast about 10:30, 11 o'clock anyway. You feel me? Like so I don't
Mm-hmm.
eat
Mm-hmm.
like I don't break my fast when most people do at 7, 8 in the morning. So that shit normally settles my stomach and quiets it before I, break the fast for the day. So that shit works, man. But it settles the stomach, it calms it down. That ironically enough, the day that shit happened, I didn't take it that morning. But this morning I
Wow.
got back on my regimen and shit, and literally, I'm like, okay, that shit worked. So
Mm.
that was cool. I want to wait till Josh get back to play this next video because this shit funny as hell. But I
Yeah.
might just have to play it twice. But fuck it. He gonna pop back in. But listen, man, y'all know the link has been dropped. Y'all can always type in with us, man. You know the count. You know how we do, bro. Open panel for these shows that we do. Real Talk the Bros is less serious. You ain't gotta be so prepared, man. If y'all was gonna tap in with the bros and vibe, the count. But let's get to the next one, man. Josh should catch up when he get here, man. Calls from behind the wall, man. I thought this shit was funny as hell. It's a 2-minute video. But let me get your thoughts on this, bro. Calls from behind the wall.
Rise and grind, gangster. Glad I caught you nice and early. Yo, check it. I'ma need to ask a tiny favor of you, my G's. My mom's out in Wyandanch, Long Island. She about to move to Huntington, Long Island. You heard? And she got all my weights and workout machines in her crib. And the new spot they moving to, it ain't enough room for all them weights and machines like that. You heard? So what I'ma need you to do is slide out the wine dance for me. You heard? And go get the machines and them weights out the crib. Now here's the thing. Them joints ain't gonna fit out the room that they in. So you gotta dismember them joints. Disassemble them joints. My fault. Caught a flashback. You gotta disassemble them joints. My mom still got the manuals. It should be like 4 hours each machine, and I got the universal machine, and I got a Bowflex. You heard? My mom's ain't got no tools either, so you might have to go to the Home Depot and pick up some tools. You heard? I need you to break the machines down for me, put them in some boxes, and then I got my dumbbell set. It's about 20 different sets of dumbbells. You heard? So it's the 2 machines, the universal machine, the Bowflex, and then I got 20 sets of dumbbells. What I need you to do is cop a U-Haul. And then I need you to take those over to my sister Rhonda crib out in Mount Vernon. Rhonda got enough room for the machines. But here's the thing. It don't make no sense the machines just being there and nobody using them. So, you know what I mean? So, her kids, old Daphne and her boyfriend or whatever, they gonna want to use those. So what I'm gonna need you to do is, assemble the machines again, the universal and the Bowflex. Like I said, it should be 4 hours each. Bring the same tools that you bought from Home Depot and put those together for me. You heard? And leave those there until I come home, my G's. I appreciate you. Let me know if it's a problem with anything.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit, bro.
He doing too much is what he's doing.
That's
I mean,
funny,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, even if you take what he said at face value, it's like them fucking calls are recorded and whoever he's giving that mission to is gonna be watched.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, my first thought was I don't believe he's saying what he's saying. He's telling somebody to do a whole bunch, you know what I'm saying? Like some whole other shit, get this and go this and put it to my house, and put in and cook up that work and have it there for when I get off.
No, but that's
that's
what's
the
crazy
first.
though, bro. That nigga was
Uh,
actually just talking about moving his weight.
really?
Yeah, like he does these skits. It's like 20 of them
Uh,
videos, bro. The way
I
he be
thought he was
like,
talking about
yo,
something different.
nah,
All
rise
right.
and
Well,
grind, gangster. He just be having
nah,
random missions, like had this nigga running through
nah.
the city.
Nah,
But
those dudes they be doing the most. I don't get calls. I don't get calls from prison.
mm,
Um, I have seen that from the other side though. Like I did like 2 years as a correctional officer. I had to quit. That's when I. That's yeah. I'm not made for the. Like you're like, hey, fuck it. Inject person here is a part of the system of like oppression, so to speak, like a part of the system, like that system that continues like behind bars and shit.
yeah,
And it's like you're kind of like expected to serve in that capacity, and it's just I'm not nah. If I don't agree with it, I can't do it. My heart ain't in it. I quit when Kamari was born, but I was quitting because it was like the first time that I found myself on some WWE shit. Like I was like kicking a guy, but I really wasn't.
Yeah.
because it was like top brass was in the room, and we were expected to whip this dude ass because he just tossed shit that was stolen for weeks, like in this chick's face, because she was running her goddamn mouth, and some of the
Yes.
shit she was saying, I would have did it too. And they pulled us in there, and it was like, yeah, nah, you gotta fuck him up, in dudes and chains. At first, I thought that we were gonna uncuff the dude.
Yeah.
So all right, say, hey, you gotta take this lick as it is. But the dude was still cuffed. You feel me? And I was
Damn.
like, this is kind of lame. And the people that's like having you do it is like you got the white people that are way up there, and then you got like the people that are up there but they ain't way up there, like they're black or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and they're the ones that's grabbing us. That's at the very bottom of the joint. That I got shit to do with shit. Hey, whoop people ass. And I was like, nah, like we were like it was on some straight WWE shit. And they dude called us to the set. Was like, yo, man, appreciate y'all looking out, da. And I was like, damn, I'm getting thanked for not like, whooping up on a guy.
Yeah.
That shit had to be illegal, dog. But anyway, yeah, that went a totally different route. That went down a dark path. But I don't miss those days. I hated that fucking job. I would never do anything like that again.
No, I feel you.
Really.
I definitely feel you,
Yeah,
bro.
that CO shit. I'm good.
Yeah, man. I think that Josh, did you catch any of that video or you was still all right? So let me lighten the mood. I'm only play a little bit because it's a long ass video, but you'll get the gist of it in 20 seconds, bro. Let me play a little bit of it so you can see what we talking about here.
Rise and grind, gangster. Glad I caught you nice and early. Yo, check it. I'ma need to ask a tiny favor of you, my G's. My mom's out in Wyandanch, Long Island. She about to move to Huntington, Long Island. You heard? And she got all my weights and workout machines in her crib. And the new spot they moving to, it ain't enough room for all them weights and machines like that. You heard? So what I'ma need you to do is slide out the wine dance for me. You heard? And go get the machines and them weights out the crib. Now here's the thing. Them joints ain't gonna fit out the room that they in. So you gotta disassemble them joints. My fault, Court.
Calls from behind the wall, man. Hey, let's broaden it. Cause I know random niggas that will call me with wild ass requests like that for no reason, bro. They don't have to be behind the wall. Nigga just call like, yo, what's up, bro? Hey, I need to holler at you real quick though. And you be like, I know motherfucking well. And you just listening. And again, you don't say nothing. You just like, how far is this favor finna go, bro? And you just end up in the depths of hell. Like, you really got me fucked up here, don't you? Or not. Or I'm not gonna do it. But what's your thoughts on that, Josh? I ain't played the whole thing, but
Hey man, just watch who you be doing them favors to, bro. Cause you don't want to fuck around and do a real good thing for a real evil person.
that's solid.
And that's about as real as I can get without getting,
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't gonna, hey,
detailed
yo,
about shit.
think about this, bro. Like this where I be conflicted at, if I'm gonna be honest with it, right? So when the homies gotta sit down for a minute and shit, I be conflicted on wanting to call and reach out to them because from their perspective, it's like, yo, they want to hear what it's like on the outside. But then I feel guilty for updating them on shit they can't do. And so I just be conflicted. It's like I'd rather just see you when you get out on the other side. But I know them calls help and the visits do too. So that shit, it's very conflicting. Cause it's like, how the fuck do you support outside of putting money on nigga books or making sure you tap back when you get right? But it's like you in a fucked up position because I don't know, maybe it's survivor's remorse. Like, cause a lot of the niggas is behind the wall. It's like, bro, we used to be elbow to elbow at one point. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just happen to get caught. So I be feeling bad, you know what I mean? Accepting the phone calls and trying to bust it down, make sure they healthy, make sure they routines are good. Like that shit it's a lot, bro. Like, what y'all think?
I mean, shit. I I know from experience. I'm the type. I don't know. I'm the type of nigga. I'm not going. I don't want. I don't want the help because I don't want to put any any more pressure on a friend or family member that's out there living life, especially if I'm locked up for whatever the fuck. And especially if they ain't had shit to do with shit. Like if I get locked up because I'm out here moving and I just get jammed the fuck up just because of how I was moving, I'm not gonna say, hey, yo, man, hey, Junior, man, I need like $200 on my books, man. Like I ain't gonna sit here and like, you know what I'm saying, like guilt trip you, like me. I ain't gonna tell you no because you my brother, but it's like so. It's like nah, I'll just sit here and just do this shit how I can. You know what I'm saying, just when I can. So
Yeah.
I yeah. That's why I sit at it with it.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's very conflicting, Josh. To your point, like you said, you don't want to guilt trip nobody into helping you. Like we do know that part, but then it's like, how can I best serve you in the current position you in? You know what I mean? And that's where I get a little funny and shit. But
Look out for my people out there with you.
yeah, yeah. But like you said, I
I
think
got
everybody.
me.
That's another thing too, Josh. I think everybody do time differently. Some people need them phone calls. They need the letters. Other motherfuckers like, bro, while I'm sitting the fuck down, don't visit me. Don't send me shit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna do this shit.
Don't
You know what I'm saying? And we'll tap in when I get free. And you will know. You'll never know what type of dude is sitting down. Like you don't know where his mind is at with the shit. And it ain't like you talk to the nigga before he went in to know like this type of time I'm on, bro. I'm grinding. Or nah, nigga, I need that support. You don't know till the nigga get out.
nah
Real shit.
facts or just for real or just being on some real shit. You don't nigga, you coming there trying you don't know what the fuck is going on where I'm at. You coming here trying to see me, somebody that might not fuck with me and want to touch me on the long way would see you visiting me type shit. And it wouldn't be nothing for them to get
Yeah,
info. So it's like, nigga, as far as they know, I ain't got nobody. It's me.
yeah,
So it's like that's another reason why it's like, nah, don't come to see me, don't write me, like nothing. I don't even want to see yo knowing that I got people.
But they'll know though. They'll know you
I
got
mean,
people
of
though.
course, yeah, but I
It's
ain't
just
gonna
what
make
it
it
is,
that
bro.
easy for them. I'm just
Yeah,
not
man.
gonna
I'm
make it
telling
that
you,
easy for them.
it's the weirdest, it's the craziest experience to kind of be a part of, to like be and see that stuff like actually behind the walls, bro. Those dudes, and I'm talking about, I was like counties over. Like they knew me. They knew what I drove. They knew where I stayed. They knew people that I knew. And they just had that information. The only thing I can think of is just because the networks are so interconnected that they get it from the employees, from the people that you employers, from the people that you work for. Because
yeah,
half the guys that are in there working as CEOs, they actually work for the individuals that's behind there. It's a
yeah,
complicated like network, as far as getting like supplies in, information out. It's very complicated, quite lucrative, especially with what they get paid versus like back in the day. You remember when you could go to Walmart and buy those cell phones?
yeah,
You get like a cell phone for like $20,
yeah,
and then
Hmm.
and if you can get it in there, like you get $200 cash in the cashless facility. So it's like anything's for sale, even information, dog. They gonna know about you, bro.
yeah, yeah,
That is it's wild, bro. Modern day slavery, state penitentiary is the absolute worst. If somebody's doing fed time, I mean, yeah, I did fed time. Okay, you were provided for properly, and you were semi comfortable.
yeah,
But like that, but
yeah,
that state time shit, bro. States, nigga, especially these underfunded ass states, bro, that actually uses that amendment that's in the Constitution, because we didn't do away with slavery all the way. Imprisoned people, are slaves. It's actually in the freaking Constitution. Like that work they have to do. Yeah, they get them a little pittance for it, but it's like nigga, that's slave labor, bruh.
mm,
And what I'm saying, that shit actually affects like if like what a judge chooses to sentence you as, especially when they have a bunch of private state jail owners in their pockets, and they're like, hey, look, we need the bodies. You
yeah,
guys aren't arresting enough people or whatever. We need this for the workforce, motherfucker. People buying cars. We need these goddamn licenses printed, or these
yeah,
farms need this extra work because we deport fucking with the not like a particular group that's associated with that, but we're just deporting illegals, right?
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's shit. The shit is wild, bro. Like we could do a whole show and speak on that shit for like hours, dog. Like the
Yeah,
complexities and stuff of it. There's a lot of knowledge in there, you know.
yeah,
Like I said, man, I've learned, I've learned a lot of things from individuals that were in for murder. The most profound one, well, my dude was like, I came from where I came from, you came from where you came from, and it's like here we are, we meet in this same place. And he was like, I'm a killer. It was like you look like you, a upstanding dude, you had good grades. Why are we in the same spot? You feel me?
yeah,
It's just it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. I don't know, like that phone call or whatever, like from behind the wall and shit. It really like sparked up those memories.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. I thought it was a
Yeah, it
funny
really
ass
did.
video because I've literally went down a wormhole. I watched like 10 of them shits and the ass just get crazier and crazier. But I thought that shit was funny as hell. Rise and grind, gangster. Like at this point, I kind of know the skit because I was like, that shit was just funny as hell. But just I thought it was a light movie, man. That was a good topic. Good topic, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Let's get to our next video. Let me see where I want to go next, man. Let's do it like this. Good men finish last or pick wrong. Good men finish last or pick wrong. Let's get into it, man. Let's see what y'all think about this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go.
I'm actually really evil to good men. Like I'm mean to them. Like the guy I was about to call right now, he was so nice to me and so good to me, and like it just annoyed the fuck out of me. Like, nigga, you don't have a backbone. My friend used to record me like secretly, and then she showed me later on, and I was like, oh my god, I said that. That was horrible. One time it was somebody's birthday. It was a guy's birthday, a guy that I made a lot of money with before. We've never did anything, nothing. We were strictly just friends. I ended up asking basically the African guy. We're gonna call him the African guy. So the African guy was, giving me money, paying my bills. Every time I seen him, giving me money, and I never did nothing with him at all. Till this, I never did anything. And I would just be so mean to him. Like, I would just be like telling him what to do. Yeah, just so mean to him. And I don't know why I'm like that. Like, the men that, okay, so I date men that sometimes are mean. You know what I mean? But I don't care because I have very strong skin. Like, I'm very tough skin. So I'm just like, whatever, you're just being a nigga. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't really pay attention. But I realized that I'm like that too. I don't know. It's just like something inside of me that I don't know what it is that when, like, and I noticed that about.
I'm good. Don't need no more explanation. Thoughts, comments, concerns.
He doesn't sound like a nice guy. He sounds like a fucking idiot.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Mute it. You muted, bro.
I mean, he said she was giving him. She said he was giving her money, and she said she won't do anything. I don't know if I believe that, but like, let's say okay, let's say that she's being honest about that. That's you're being an idiot, man. Well, no, not an idiot. Or maybe you're just like at such a low place in your life,
What's up, Skin?
The little attention and stuff that she showed you, like you were willing to pay for it, and that's a sad place to be, bro. I never wish to be there.
Yeah.
To whereas I need validation and some harlot, because I got my daughter next to me, I have to watch my words, but some harlot showing me attention, and I think that's worth like me breaking her off and paying a bill,
Yeah. I
Um,
think that what's crazy, bro, and a lot of these videos, I think this is the part that we don't necessarily speak about enough, is that there's an archetype of people that does this type of shit, and I think that's the part. That's the part to where it's like, bro, the archetype of woman that has this mentality. I'm not gonna say they're rare, but you just gotta be able to identify that archetype when you run across them, right? To where your kindness is either so foreign or so strange to them that the only way they know how to respond to it is if you're a threat. So they see your kindness as weakness because they're not used to seeing kind thoughts or kind gestures from men. That's an archetype that does exist, but you got to recognize that shit and realize that, bro. If you one of these men out here and you moving and grooving in a way the way you got a big heart and shit, you got to really be on your ding about who the fuck you choose to be this generous to, because that fucking matters. Ain't nobody telling you not to do your do, but just know who the fuck you dealing with and who you being this generous, kind-hearted person from. But if you doing all this shit and you doing it with a woman and you getting that type of reaction out of her, wrong woman, nigga. And see, this is what normally happens. This is what fucked the game up. You'll do that with her, paying the bills, whether you fucked or not is inconsequential, right? You doing all that to her, then she step on your little heart, and you go back out here, and now you hard on every woman you meet after her because you fucked up by being kind to the wrong one. Now everyone after her got to pay because she broke your heart, and I think that's where it get fucked up. You feel me? But go ahead, Josh.
Bro, I ain't gonna front. You were in the right ballpark with where I was going, but she already told us exactly who and what the fuck she was, bro. She's a goddamn trauma dumper. And that's what it's fucked up to say, but that's what most you can't even say most of these females, but that's what damn near almost mostly everybody be doing nowadays. Oh well shit, I got fucked over this way by this person, so it's fair game for anybody. And it's like, bro, stop. Sis, stop. Like like just fucking stop. Like you like it's crazy, but motherfuckers glorify being toxic nowadays, man. Being chivalrous is not only being you're not only weird, but you're weak as well.
You know what's crazy, Josh? I totally agree with you, man. This is what I'm starting to think that, like, I be having a lot of internet conversations with people, different discords and shit. And you know what I'm finding though? Yeah, scam behavior is taught. This what I'm finding, man, is that everybody not gonna get this shit, man. And there are different archetypes of people that exist out here. And I'm learning to empower where it makes sense, but to also keep people safe at the level that they are, man or woman. But to your point, shorty, you gotta stop. But to the nigga, it's like, bro, if that's your heart and that's how you are on women, like that's just your bag, my nigga, you just gotta be more careful. Like we say that shit a lot, got to be more careful, but you really got to be more careful if
Got
that's
to
your
be more
nigga.
careful.
You feel me? But you turn into a hard, a Billy badass when you really sweet on the women you love, nigga, that ain't gonna help you. Cause all you doing is being like the overcorrection is killing us as a people. You see these examples online, right, of extreme shit happening, and then we trying to relate it to regular people that are on a spectrum of behavior, men and women, right? So you got men that are just generous men with women they love. You got niggas that's like, bro, they stone cold on the chick. You feel me? Like them niggas are like damn near hard like a pimp is on the hoe. And both of these men are walking around the earth, but the prescription can't be the same because they ain't the same type nigga. You feel me? So the type of woman that aligns with them, you can't get them to use the same advice. And even the guy in the middle, you just gotta tell nigga be careful, bro. Like, but I think letting these experiences hardwire and change us is why Shorty walking around doing the shit she doing, and why there's always a man
Yeah,
like that
bro.
across. It never fails, bro. They
Just
always
trauma
find you out.
dumping. Just
Yeah.
trauma dumping. Here, take my trauma. Take my unfiltered, untalked about hurt. Just take it all, goddamn. Even though you ain't had shit to do with it. And I see the good in you. Fuck you and your good. Take it. Like
Yeah,
trauma dumping, bro.
and well, and you know, and it also can be like extreme selfishness too. Like somewhere in the back of her mind, she's so selfish that she's not really thinking of him and how he feels in that way. But she's saying, "Hey, I finally found someone who will treat me like I deserve to be treated." It's like, he sees what I see, that I'm just so great that it should be an honor for him to give me money just from me, showing him a little bit of attention and chatting with him online and talking to him every now and then. So, like I said, it could be like extreme selfishness, and then she's already toxic because I think she said that she likes messing with dudes that were like mean to her. I think that it sounded like
Yeah.
coded language. I'm not saying that that's like like actually what it is, but it sounded like she likes seeing her ass beat. You
Mm,
know,
mm-hmm.
she was like, yeah, because he's just being the N word, da da da. And that's another thing too. The older I get, I don't say the N word as much as I used to, Muzzy. Can
Damn.
you believe I just said the N word, my nigga?
Yeah, that's crazy because I
I
ain't gonna
really
lie,
don't
that
say it
shit is
that much.
still
Yeah,
a
yeah, I
part of
really don't
my.
say it that much.
Yeah, that's as I get older, my nigga. I ain't got there yet. I ain't gonna hold you.
Really?
Like I'm still growing, but that shit.
I ain't saying that I won't. I just
Yeah.
don't. I ain't said that shit in a long time. I just am like, yo, what up, nigga? I ain't really said that in a while, bro.
Hmm.
Shit, I wish I could say that.
Yeah, I started saying I
Uh,
probably used nigga 47 times on the way to work. Shout out to you, bro. I ain't got there yet, nigga.
No, because I guess because I don't be talking to nobody really,
Uh,
but these damn kids and just watching other people talk. I just watch other people talk. If I talk, it's usually on some like customer service shit, like occupational type shit.
yeah,
I really don't have much time to talk, just to talk, you know.
yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. But nah, nigga, yeah, nigga. I'm gonna be that 80-year-old nigga still saying nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. It just is what the fuck. And as intelligent as I am, it's like, nah, I'm still gonna use it. Fuck it. But like you
I
said, bro. But think about it. That speaks to archetypes, man. Like you know who you are and where you at in life. And I think that we talking about dudes that are trying to find a woman or a woman is trying to find a guy. You got to meet motherfuckers that are at your level of understanding that you are in life, the way y'all compliment each other. And to her, again, it's a perfect setup because she getting everything that she needs on the back end with a dude that's willing to give, and she don't have to necessarily do anything in return, and she don't feel obligated to. So it works. But at the same time, I also know that bruh ain't paying all that money to be talked to crazy. And that's why I hate this transactional shit that's happening. Because what's fucked up is he probably got 4, 5 girls he doing that to just because he like how they look. So to him, the
uh,
money ain't even the thing. You feel me? Like you
well,
one of many, and then y'all all playing the same fucked up game with each other.
yeah, but I mean, but there is an economy there. I mean, you could look at it like this, like
Yeah,
we don't, we out of the game or whatever. But there was a time when we were in it. I mean, so it's like thanks to the like armed forces, thanks to the sacrifices of individuals like him, I was able, what I'm saying, to skeet off on the bitch and ain't had to pay shit.
true.
Like she was already getting taken care of because she already got like 4 or 5 simps on the squad. I was just that one that wasn't the simp. I just
Yeah,
had my hand around your neck and grunt until I'm fucking tired and put my goddamn clothes on and go to fuck home. You feel me?
yeah, real shit, bro. And I think that that's just like you said. That is the part of the game. That's the dark side of the game that motherfuckers don't understand. For every archetype of you, there's somebody that exists on the other end that has just as many results as you do,
Yeah,
and
so we
y'all
should
are
be
all in the
thankful.
same pool. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you said,
You provide balance.
it's a shitty ecosystem, bro. And you better know where the fuck you fit at and find
Yeah.
your level, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Straight up. Shout out to scam. Spent money shouldn't come with an expected debt. True. And I think that's what we're saying is that a lot of guys, I think that that's another misnomer is that the guys that do that type of shit, they're expecting something in return. I think more often than not, you got guys like him to where you pretty, I like your company, I'm willing to pay for your company, and I don't want shit from you other than to be around you from time to time, just to take you out to have you on my arm. And again, because we don't think like that, we don't see the logic behind the shit. But I'm pretty sure for a nigga that don't drink and smoke, the fact that we do this pod and we doing what we do, niggas like, I don't get why the fuck y'all do that. So I promise you, everything that you can't understand in another, if you assess your life against theirs, they can find something you do that they just don't understand as well. And I think it's just one of those things that where preferences they fuck up the way we view the world because our principles and standards of shit. But that's just where we at with it. Where everybody got a different groove, and so I'm finding that universal advice just don't work like it used to. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
it's sad to say that shit, but we got to get niggas back to a even zero before we could even start having the standards, morals, principle conversation because niggas ain't there.
The Japanese,
Uh,
bro. Look at the Japanese man over there.
Mhm.
You can pay. They provide services because they're isolating themselves so much. For an individual to just come and spend the night with you. They got like snuggle services. They have like a girlfriend, and then they're not looked at as like prostitutes or anything like that. Or like you pay for them, and then you get to kind of take them out and do things that couples would do. and then after that, they get to go home and hey, appreciate your services. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, it gets crazy, bro.
Yeah. And like you said,
I
man,
blame the
you got to find
internet.
a fucking level. Yeah, like you said, bro, we living in a wild time, my nigga. And again, you just got to be careful when finding your level. And I think that's just good advice, period. God, girl, genderless. If you just know that you're a person that has a heart of gold and you're a given person, you got to find somebody that is, damn, Uno said they're just in California right now. You feel me?
Wow. Yeah.
So,
And the weird shit gonna start in Cali.
yeah. But like you
Shout
said,
out to
Cali,
Cali. We like Cali.
me and Uno talk about this shit all the time. Like, with little bro, he be saying some real shit. He like a lot of things. Like Cali is almost like the fortress telling globe of where the United States is where we follow. So a lot of
Yeah.
things happen first and start conceptually. In Cali, proof of concepts becomes trends. Trends become spread across social media, and for you know it, we're kind of following suit. So it doesn't
Yep.
surprise me that what you said, Mo, shit start way out in the east. Now it's in
Yeah.
Cali. It'll be way over to the west and the south, for you know it. And this is why, like I said, man, motherfuckers better find their level, bro. And again, if you a guy or a girl that's giving, you better find somebody that's appreciative to receive shit, because that's the only way it's gonna work.
Facts.
But again, and one more thing, and we're gonna move to the next topic, man. I say this shit all the time, bro. As a people, this is something we got to get better at. You don't get to create your hell and then complain to us about the flames. That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. You don't create your hell and then complain to us about your flames. That's your own doing, my G. So, but again, now we can't say that for this video because bro ain't the one telling the story. Like I got used and abused. This her telling from her perspective. As far as we know, he don't give a shit one way or another, right? But that's what happened on the internet far too often is that those that have created their own hells, we got to listen to them burn and them tell us about how much it hurts. Pause. We kind of fucked that up. Am I tripping?
Nah, you ain't tripping.
Okay. I like it. That was a nice build, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Real Talk with the Bros. The link has been dropped. We're gonna keep dropping it. Just in case you just tapping in, man, make sure you drop a comment. Let us know you in the building. We bring them up on the screen for now. Y'all can always tap in for, like I said, quick video watch with us. So if you've seen some video you want to speak about, definitely let us know. But we're here, man. Let's get to our next video, man. Love can't grow where ambition dies. Love can't grow where ambition dies. Get y'all thoughts on this video, man.
A man cannot be the best version of himself dealing with a woman who is resisting growth. Because while he's trying to elevate, she's leeching on and draining him instead of pouring into him and elevating with him and adding to him.
Bless that bitch! And that's why, as a man, when you recognize a bitch is draining you of your energy, you need to fire that bitch immediately. You must always put yourself over a bitch.
I fucking can't. My bad. I fucking can't. I'm not doing this shit. These niggas and these goddamn microphones, I'm not doing it. Let me play the first half of the video one more time. And we're going to cut it off a little earlier because I'm not doing this shit. That's funny as hell. But like I said, we'll put our sauce on the backside. Pause. Let's try that again.
A man cannot be the best version of himself dealing with a woman who is resisting growth. Because while he's trying to elevate, she's leeching on and draining him instead of pouring into him and elevating with him and adding to him.
Bless that
bitch. What y'all think about what Shorty said? Barris, what's up? What's up, Barris? What's good with you, bro? Good
What up? What up?
What y'all think about that part of the video? Because his response is fucking funny. But what do y'all think about what she's saying? Like an ambitious man can't attach himself to a woman that's a leech, or vice versa. What do you think about that?
I don't know. Just I see her all the time. There's 1,000 of her, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, a woman need to pour into the man, and she sits there with the manicured nails and tits out. Nice hair. It's like,
Call it grifting. It's called grifting.
Is that what I'm picking up on?
Yeah, grifter vibe. Yeah, for sure. What you think, Josh?
It's a potter half the time.
Ah, I mean, I ain't gonna front you. I mean, what she's saying and the how can I say this? Even though what she's saying is right, it does not match up with the reality we are living in now. Every fucking day when you look on TV and when you look at these relationships, you know what? Fuck the TV. When you look at certain people that's surrounding you, they, you know what I'm saying, whether they're close friends or whether they're like just, your work friends or whatever. It's like when dealing with relationships, it's you see that way more than not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit is like I said, what she's saying is definitely
Yeah.
what she's saying is definitely true, but it's just sad that it's not matching
What actually happened?
what we're living.
Yeah. You
You know
know
what I'm
what?
saying?
I think if we take it off of her showing the proof of concept, I do like the concept though.
Yeah.
Meaning that it goes back to finding your level, right? If you're an ambitious person, it will behoove you to find somebody that's just as ambitious or at least can buy into what you're trying to do. You see what I'm saying? Like I think
I
that's
don't.
more important than anything. But go ahead, bro. What you got, Mo?
I don't know. It's like especially like having noticed a very, very ambitious person has to be difficult to be with. It's because they're ambitious. So, so their time and their energy
Hmm.
is being put into whatever it is, whatever the hell it is they're ambitious about. They don't have time for you. And pouring into them. I don't think you really have to pour into an ambitious person. Because that's just how they're wired.
Okay.
If you just want to be used to be like their peaceful moment, but
Hmm.
really that's really all you. It feels like that's really all you would be in their lives. It's just that peaceful moment. It's like how would you know as a woman if you're with an extremely ambitious man? No, you stop talking. Um, that person that person like loves you as much as they love that thing that they're ambitious about because you're just simply but a moment or you're just simply a womb in order to make more of me. So outside of what I'm truly ambitious about, eh, because I can find peace in a video game. So it's like as a woman, like like we're fathers to daughters, right? And we
Yeah.
want the best for our daughters.
Yeah.
Like do I and I want her to be with a successful person, but it's like, how would I truly feel about her being after everything I poured into her as a father?
Yeah.
She's nothing but a peaceful moment to some ambitious man. That offends me in some way because that man's not my bloodline. So it means that I view her as more superior than you are anyway. So why should she be nothing but your peaceful moment? So I guess that's kind of the disconnect I have there
Hmm.
because I kind of think of what I would want for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I would want her to be some like feminist, like these bullshit talking points, these sprinkle hoes. No.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, it's like I don't know. Is there a balance there? You know?
Yeah. I think so. I
Eh.
totally think so. Um, let's get Josh and I'll go. I feel like I've been talking a lot. What you got, Josh? What you think about that?
Ah, I don't know, Dron. You go first, man. Then I'll go last.
Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking, right? With Junior, with or Mo, with me and you both having daughters, I think I'm going the opposite way. I want my daughter to be with an ambitious man, but I think it has to be the right ambitious man. And let me explain what I mean. In a perfect world, I would like my daughter to find a man that has an ambition that aligns with where she was already going. And so they can go there together faster. But back to what we were talking about earlier, finding your level is important, right? So if my daughter has an archetype to where she wants the guy that she's always underneath and she wants to cuddle and snuggle and shit, then if you're gonna be with a man and your ambition supersedes you want that level of comfort and consolation, then you got to pick a struggle, right? Now, I'm not making this extreme, but I'm doing it to make the point make more sense, right? So ambition comes in different ways, right, Mo? So for example, you have a man that let's say he meets my daughter, he's mid-level management. He might have some entrepreneurial goals, or he's like, I'm trying to get to 10 properties by the time, we 10 years into our relationship. It's ambitious and lofty, but it can be done, right? So that level of ambition is cool. But I do think there's a difference between an ambitious man and an egotistical one, right? Because what you find with more like ambitious men that get it is that a woman is already into his ambition and she helps contribute and he appreciates her being there versus you're just something else to check off the box. And I think that with my daughter, that's the same thing I gotta do with her is let her know that listen, a man ain't something that you just check off to have to do because you need somebody to make some kids with. That ain't how that works. You gotta find somebody to where once y'all get the chopping this mental shit down, it makes sense to both of y'all, right? To where y'all ain't gotta agree on it, but with your mind and her mind, y'all come up with something that makes sense that both of y'all are with, to where you are proud to be a part of that team and vice versa. You feel me? That's got to be important. What you at? Can you hear me, Josh? You like it? You went out again. We still hear you. You might have to take out the headphones, brother.
Yeah,
What you think about that, bro?
Uh, in other in other words, it sounds like that you're saying that that you would prefer or you would be okay with her being with an extremely ambitious guy because you already know or you have a feeling that after you finish pouring into her as a father that because she's also going to be an extremely ambitious person and they can be ambitious and rise together.
Yes, but here's a
Okay.
caveat, Mo. Their ambitions has to align where it makes sense.
What do you? Okay. How? Like, what does that
Gotcha.
mean?
So, for example, let's say my daughter grows up and whatever career path or whatever passion she has, let's say it
Uh,
supersedes her ever wanting children,
okay.
right? So it makes sense for you to get with a man that also has the same mentality to where if let's say my daughter is at 28, 30. So she got through college, she's met, dated, did all that shit, and she's at a point in life where I don't want no fucking kids. And she runs
Mm,
into a dude, I would rather her find a guy that has the same mentality versus her pairing up with an ambitious man. It's like, no, you gonna have my last name and have my kids. You don't fucking want them. Why y'all together? You see what I mean? By the
mm,
ambitions have to match. And I'm more concerned about their ambitions matching versus what I think about whether he's too ambitious or not. Do y'all align on where the fuck y'all going?
mm,
So if you remove ambition and just, substitute that in with compatibility, make it make sense to me. You feel me? But I don't want to hear, like, again, nigga, you know how it is, bro. We raising our daughters. We know how they think. We know their thoughts. And as they get older, it's only going to get better. You feel me? With us understanding who they are. But
yeah.
what
Yeah.
would piss me off is if I know you cut a certain way, but now you're completely different from all thoughts, beliefs, and shit that you had in a way that where the guy you with, it don't even make sense. Y'all don't even line because I know you. I know you. You're my child. That shit ain't finna
Mm,
work. You see what I'm saying? So I care more
mm.
about back to the other conversation, the compatibility versus her hitching herself to a too ambitious.
What do you say?
You feel me?
You're welcome.
Mm,
Because if y'all going the same direction, all ambition gonna do is get y'all both there faster. That's how I look at it.
mm,
But y'all gotta have similar destinations. That's where I'm kind of landing on that.
mm.
But that's the only time it makes sense to me. But if you got a nigga ambitions and he going the other direction, I can never comfortably tell my daughter that's a go. Like you right,
Hmm.
nigga, wrong girl. Like
Yeah.
wrong daughter, not mine, because I know her, and that shit ain't gonna finna work. You feel me?
Mm.
And
So I
vice
guess the
versa.
question. So I guess
Mhm.
the question would be: is that is there room for love when it comes to an ambitious person?
Yes.
Um, or if the ambitious if someone who is ambitious um is in a relationship because he loves that girl,
Yeah.
right? Is he ambitious?
Yeah.
Because for me, and like an ambitious and someone having that drive is that like, hey, I love you, but it's just I'm so into whatever this journey is, as far as like my ambition and this like thing that drives me, this professionalism or whatever. Like if you were to get in the way of that, if I had to choose between the two of you, then it's that every time. That for me is ambition
Oh,
versus
okay.
someone who
You
just
looking
wants
at
to kind of be good. I don't know. So I guess I'm just thinking it more of an extreme,
right,
you know.
right. I was just about to say that.
So I guess like someone just having a level of, I guess it could be considered, someone could be considered being ambitious if they just, whatever it is that they do, whatever the occupation is that they want to do it. They have a desire to do a good job. They care about their name. They care about how they're represented. There's a level of
There you go.
professionalism there. I
There
guess
you
some
go.
people, so I guess that could be like some people's definition of like ambition. I
Yeah,
would just say that that's just someone who has like a like self pride.
yeah,
I probably much prefer or much covet like just having a pride about yourself and being
yeah.
comfortable with who you are.
Uh-huh.
But so it's like but when I think of ambition, I think of American Psycho.
I see
Yeah,
what you're
there's
saying.
the killing
Yeah.
part, but there's
Uh-huh.
just and I think I've seen it because I'm in the corporate world, as far as sales and retail and stuff. I
Yeah,
see this shit all the time. And it's just when I see the ambition and when I actually see it in action in the workplace,
yeah. They get
especially
you
if you're a
crossed off.
brother,
Yeah.
especially if you're a brother, you're cooning. You're cooning. At some point, you Mr. Bojangles. The ones that's like, who the fuck you talking to? Or you don't have to change up your vernacular when you converse with me because it's just like be professional, be yourself because
Yeah.
have that self pride and I'm at the same level as you are. Those people are so ambitious that they'll roll with that, especially if they feel that it'll give them a leg up. So I don't know. So I guess ambition overall to me is just it comes off as negative.
I
Maybe
feel
it's
you.
just from how I see it.
Yeah.
So for me, it would be more so like self pride.
Got you. I like that. I
Yeah,
like that
I don't
response.
like ambition. I don't like it because when you in those rooms and you really really want it because you're ambitious, you have
Mm-hmm.
that drive. You're coon. You don't have to. It's just it's numbers. Talking about like cultures and who have the money, and if you're gonna be successful, who you're gonna have to cipher some of that money from. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
they printing it out of thin air, but at some point it has to be finite. So if I have a lot, that means somebody has to have little. And it's like, bro, I see it all the time with these ambitious brothers, man.
Okay. So what do you think about this, bro? So the technical definition of ambition is a strong desire to do or to achieve something.
Strong
Typically,
desire.
yeah, typically
Mm.
requiring determination and hard work. And similar to aspiration, intention, goal, aim, objective, and object. Does that
It's
change your
that
thought at all, or does it
not at
confirm
all.
your
It
okay?
confirms it because of the strong desire part.
Okay.
And it's like yeah, I know that well, it typically comes with hard work and da da da. Because I know you're reading the textbook definition of it.
Yeah.
So we gotta understand like what the source of that stuff is, and when you're talking about capitalism and stuff. So they want you to be a certain way, but that strong desire, that's where it gets really gray. It gets really murky. How strong is that desire? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to put up with? Is it a certain point where it's like I don't
I
want to do
got you. So
this?
so this is what it
Oh,
is,
you're
bro.
not really ambitious.
Right. So you know what it is, bro? I think that ambition alone, to your point, and extreme measures are shitty. But when
Okay.
you but when you marry a word like ambition with a principled man, then that's when the gumbo start making sense for a nigga to be in my daughter face. Because
No.
although you ambitious, your principles won't allow you to be the coon at the job. Your principles won't
Yes.
allow you to sell yourself and get
Okay.
there and be fucked up as a person because you're
Okay.
ambitious, but you're also principled,
I
right?
give you that. Yeah. At
So
first, I was like, no, because we said principle, it just kind of felt like it had like a religious overtone to it. But when you
no,
say principle, it's like it doesn't have anything to do with religion. It's just you. What are
yeah,
you willing to like? What is
integrity,
your? Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm
ultimate
with you.
Yeah,
integrity,
Principle. I got you. Yeah, I'm with you.
your
100% with you.
morals.
and more.
Yeah, principles, morals, all that. I'm with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit gotta matter. Josh, what
yeah,
you
for
think,
sure.
bro? What you think, bro?
Well, I mean, me personally, man, I don't have a daughter, but if I did, I would I would definitely go about it the Genghis Khan way, and he made his daughters weaponize their femininity to the point to where they were like the husband's ambition at first wasn't aligned with anyone but his own, but by the time they got together, his ambition slowly but surely turned to not to technically whatever, well, yeah, to whatever she wanted or to whatever her father wanted.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah.
Mm.
I concur indubitably.
Y'all niggas tripping. But keep
Yeah, I
listening.
Like,
concur indubitably. Yes.
I mean, and that,
Yeah.
and again, you know,
Salute.
this is just,
Yeah.
I don't have any daughters, but if
Hmm.
I did,
Yeah.
you know, I would like,
Nah,
nah, you're
if I
gonna,
had to choose, I want a good work on her program, dog.
Fuck. Ain't no way in the hell I can't co-sign that shit. Oh, my bad, y'all. I hear what y'all saying, niggas is hedging the bloodline, but I'm like, man, fuck that. Like, nah, nigga. Like, I
I
want my
know,
daughter.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I want my daughter to love a nigga she looks up to. I think they'll last longer because what happens is this gonna sound fucked up, but I gotta say it to make the point. Uh, weight was meant for shoulders, not hips. And the mental weight y'all talking about having the daughters leverage and their femininity, that's too much thinking and work for her to do on the nigga she with. And again, because y'all do got sons, I know y'all wouldn't want y'all sons with a type of girl like this, would you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just, it's like I don't want my boy or my girl to be with someone who is just like so like domineering, and they've just become like so much of a part of their lives that it's like their program. I want it to be the program of my seed, like whether they're a son or daughter. And I just don't, and I just think that there's just a stereotypical thing out there that like if somebody's on a lady's program that she's like masculine and it's like, no, she may be just the more intelligent of the two, but she still walks in femininity. It's like there have been queens, you know, and they still serve as the paragon of femininity, but it's like, but it's on their program because when it comes to stuff like that, they're the sharper of the two, you know. Um, if there's someone that's like sharper than they are, and their program is like more successful and stuff, and you choose to do that, cool, you know. But it's just that when you do that, though, you will find yourself at a disadvantage.
I'm gonna
It's
keep
just
yeah.
you find yourself at a disadvantage because people are fickle, bro, and it's like
As fuck. I need
yeah,
that.
they with somebody and they in love and shit, and it's like and it's the perfect guy, and she's on his program until she's 40 and he still has the ability to fuck with somebody that's like 15 years younger than her, and now she has to start all over again. It's
Yeah,
just
but
like
I
shit
think
like that happens, man.
yeah, I think like you said, it's one of those pick your poisons. But in my brain, bro, I'm molding my daughter to be the type of advice I give current women that are struggling. Meaning, if I'm telling random women like, "Yo, y'all gotta come to this table with a little bit more teamwork in your heart and be a good, you know what I'm saying, to be a great contributor to the man you with." And I think that what's happened, bro, is that the gap has gotten so fucking big between when we talk about boys and girls to where we're raising our daughters to be super intelligent, but I'm pushing my daughter to find a nigga that she can have an intelligent conversation with. Because what's gonna happen is everything I poured into her, she found a nigga that's stupider than her. Then it's like I handed you over to somebody, but you still fucking with me in terms of pox. The stupid nigga did da 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 da. How we get up out of this jam? Now it went from me helping you individually, and I gotta help you with the stupider nigga you brought along because it's easy to control. And it's like I don't want another kid that way. Like I would love to have a son in law, right? But I want that nigga to be a man and upright when he come to me. I don't want to have to be like, yo, what the fuck? You just brought another dependent. I ain't birthed this nigga. He ain't of the loin. So like, why the fuck is this dependent nigga on your arm because you can control him? Like, what the
But
fuck? Get a
but he
dog,
may
bro.
not be. But he may not be dumb.
Eh,
He may not be dumb. You know. I mean, there's some things that like that may not be his strength. That's her strength, and she
Oh
compliments
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
But
I
like,
can
there are
concede
some
that. Yeah,
situations where she's like, well, they're like this is like more his field, so he gonna do his thing.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
And
he may
I
not be
like that
dumb.
approach to it. I love that approach, Junior. To where
Yeah,
that I like that. I needed that clarity to where it's like she's strong in certain areas. That's what she shine, and
yeah,
he does his thing on the other side. I'm more with that versus
yeah,
the whole
Yeah, nah, ain't
weaponizing femininity
nobody
in an extreme way.
getting
Like
a
I can't tell my daughter that shit.
yeah.
yeah, bro.
That's more what it's like. It's like have your thing that you do, and that like he can rely on you when it comes to that.
Okay,
But it has
okay,
to be more
okay,
so than
okay.
just his piece. No, 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 no. It
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
Like
just about
yeah.
you
prime
and him. It's about y'all.
Okay, 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 okay.
prime example. If my imaginary daughter is with this dude, and let's say he's the assistant CFO of this company, and he has this like, I mean, and everybody like, he's the shit at his job, you know what I'm saying? But he has a few ticks that he knows that his enemies in the office know,
Oh,
and they use it against him. So he doesn't know how to think while he's in it. So then boom, here you come calm minded to talk him through it. Whether it's either to conquer these motherfuckers or whether it's to have them look stupid in front of your superiors. He's not thinking like that. But
I can see what you're saying
like,
now. Okay. I'm
yeah,
glad
you
y'all
know what I'm
walked me through
saying?
it. I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I get it now. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? I was
Yeah,
like,
bro.
what are y'all niggas saying? But it makes sense now.
Bro,
I get it now. I'm with y'all.
that's how Genghis Khan got way more fucking kingdoms, bro, through his fucking daughters, just like that.
Yeah. I get it. I think that makes more sense, right? And I think that all along the way, I think that it's important because I know that with us, with all of our all the seeds is coming from our lineage, they're all gonna be highly intelligent. We know that, right? Our kids are, and this ain't even no brag and no flex. Like our kids are way smarter than we were, and our peers can attest that we some pretty intelligent niggas, but our kids are different. And I think that guy or girl, I mean, I got a daughter, but I wouldn't tell any of my nieces or nephews, guy or girl, to go down to go like I'd rather you align yourself with somebody to where there are differences, they're not that vast to where there's a deficit on either gender. Because you're doing yourself a disservice. It's like we did all this work to pour into our sons and daughters, nieces and nephews to make them great. I didn't do all that for you to go with some subpar shit, bro. Respectfully. I'm just being real. Like, the fuck?
Nah,
You know what I mean? Read all these
nah, it's
books,
fact.
all this fucking sense of you to go choose a
That's
dummy?
fact. That's fact. I mean,
Or,
that's
making our nephews, you know what I'm saying? Make sure nephews got the game. I didn't do all that for you to go find no hood booger, nigga.
man, that's why I tell him, man, it gotta be more than love. The puppy love thing and you're dating, yeah, but don't
Yeah.
come, bringing me
I
no
tell you
person that you want to
this.
marry. Oh, I'm in love. Nah.
The older I get, the more I see when, because see, I'm a big historian a little bit, like, and in one of the Medici journals, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the father basically fucking says, like, peasants marry for love.
Damn.
Only peasants marry for love. And when I first read that, I think I was at UNCG. And at first, me being young, I'm like, man, the hell with that. If I got money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna marry who I love and, da 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 da. But it's like the older you get, it's like, bro, it's like, it's fucked up to say, but it's it's a little bit more transactional than we as human beings want to admit.
I give you that. That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that more than even transactional, Josh, I think a lot of that shit really is compatibility and strengths, bro. I think that like yes, it is transactional to your point, but I do think that if we under like let's say when we were out here dating and doing our thing, we were single guys, right? We had a certain archetype of men we all were, right? And whether we wanted to admit it or not, the relationship that lasted the longest were women that complimented us. They weren't necessarily greater or lesser than. They just complimented our natural disposition. The ones that lasted. I ain't talking about the ones that we were just infatuated with and was humping on. I'm talking about the ones that was like, this shit fits hand in glove. That's what I'm searching for all of the next generation behind us, which is find your complement to where when you are naturally existing, the person that you're laying next with, they naturally exist, and it ain't a big fucking struggle to figure out your next goal and how to get there. Make it make sense for you. Whatever that looks like. You feel me?
Nah,
But that's just how I would land it. You feel me? Like when you can take your fucking mask off. I ain't talking about what you doing when you out here on your 9 to 5. I ain't talking about the face you show your past. I ain't talking about that shit. I'm talking about when you are in your natural state of who you know yourself to be, as a person you laying next to, do they complement that when they're their natural self? It'll never fail.
Yeah, like on some Mr. and Mrs. Huxtable type shit.
Yeah.
Or either motherfucking Netflix House of Cards before old dude got caught up doing that crazy shit.
Bullshit. Right.
Yeah. Fucked up the whole show because now she wants to be vice president and all that stupid shit. But it was like those moments when they were when they were like smoking a cigarette and they were like passing it from one thing to another. They were talking about some like political shit,
Right.
Oh, so this is what happened? Oh, what happened at your nonprofit? And he's like, oh, what happened in the Senate chamber? It's just like that shit was dope, And I wish that motherfucking the Huxtables had more scenes like that. But back in the day, the time difference, but the Huxtables, I think of that too.
Yeah. And like you said, bro, that's the compliment shit that works in action, bro. And I think that's really what I'm after when I'm thinking about, what I'm telling the next generation to do, man. That was a dope ass bill, fellas. I think that's gonna be a real good segment. But appreciate y'all, because first y'all niggas, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? But I totally get it now. Like it makes sense to me. Shout out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. This is great, dope, layered conversation, man. We're gonna shift gears a little bit. Let's see where we want to go next. Let's turn it up a little bit, man. See what y'all think about this video. Let me for it. Nah, pull up. Oh, you on the way?
You a bitch out here, bro. Don't ever let me catch for real, bro. All right, here.
Help me!
Oh man. That nigga.
That's young man shit. Yeah, that's young man shit. I don't know, man. I'm out of my depth on this one, bro.
That nigga called it.
Yo, young man. Few things for these little YNs out here, brother. First off, talking shit online is never a good play. Let's start there. Secondly, talking shit online with your location on a social media platform is also not smart. Talking shit to people that know your background ain't ever intelligent, because that'll happen. This nigga be commenting literally
on the front porch.
Got your low. And you arguing with this nigga in the chat, he's like, bro, I'm right here. But think about it. I know that was funny as hell. Let's start there, right? That shit's fucking hilarious. But the fact that you so in your phone to tell this nigga what you gonna do to him when you see him, you didn't even see, bro. Bro, I'm right here. The pull up is crazy. Or first off, bro, pull up game on. Let's start there. Salute the other bro. That shit was fucking hilarious. But again, man, like you better get your fucking face out your phone and have some situational awareness, young nigga.
Yeah, and even for the young player who like attacked the dude and he got the drop on him and stuff. Like, so even like social media has influenced everyone. Like even he has this this cinematic flair about him because he had the perfect response. I'm right here. It's like you gave him that 1 second to tense and to prepare himself. If you really had a hatred for this individual, there would be it would end like The Sopranos.
No
There would be
warning.
nothing. There would be no warning. It would just be like the camera just tumbling and shit. Because
Yeah.
it's like that's how you get maximum
Saliva.
physical
For sure.
pain. So it's
Yeah.
like you really didn't want to do that to the guy. It was for dramatic flair. Both of you guys are, it's performative. Just
Dog,
a
listen.
little ritualistic. Like, "Ah," you know.
Bro, this is what motherfuckers. That's real shit, bro. This is what niggas don't
Nah.
understand about this internet thing, dog. There's only two positions in this Coliseum. Either you watching or you the entertainment, bro. You better pick who the fuck you is.
Yeah, this is true. He's like, I'm right here.
Yeah,
It's like
bro,
he was like, yeah, I ate with that one, bro. Did you check out the video?
right. Yeah, like you doing it for the repost. Like, y'all niggas doing it for the gram, bro.
you ain't
relax.
want blood, nigga. You might as well just stay the fuck home, bro.
Yeah.
What if that dude had pulled out and shot you? You really didn't want to hurt the guy.
Yeah. Now you win some shit.
Yeah, man.
You gotta cut it, bro. You're showing out for the gram. Man.
I'm right here. Fuck out of here.
That's hilarious, man. We need that Beijing model car, though. That's what I do know, man. Let me see what y'all think about this shit.
Now I understand why the United States don't want us to see anything that's going on in China. So I guess we're not supposed to talk about the fact that Chinese cars are 100% better than American cars. Chinese cars are way more advanced and they're cheaper. America is supposed to be number one in tech. But we don't see this. Chinese cars are built better. Have you seen some of these Chinese cars? Matter of fact, look at this shit. Tell me what American car you've seen with features like this. Look at this shit.
Comes with its own infotainment.
Come on,
and
man.
when I press this button,
look at this shit.
That's a privacy screen. When you look right there, that lifts up. China is not playing around.
At all. Over here, this would be $1 million.
And all of this costs less than $100,000.
That's not it.
In this Chinese SUV,
this is cheaper than that.
Once you remove the headrest, you can fold the seats completely flat.
Come
That
on.
way you can really stretch out and recline while you
Come
enjoy the
on.
next movie. Or you can place a mattress that goes on top
A
of
mattress.
it. But when you want to spend quality time with the waifu and
Come
start
on.
that family.
You got Elon over here acting like he the electric car guru. The electric.
Yo, China's killing it. China is killing it, bro. It's when it
Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, dog.
That's all I was gonna say, man. I didn't like, bro, until I saw that video, bro. I didn't know China was doing it like that, bro.
Yeah.
China killing it.
I will say though that China definitely has made an effort to appeal to the consumer directly, because of this bullshit that's been going on with the tariffs and stuff like that. Like with how they have their system set up, it's not like fully capitalist. So there's more choice for the consumer, and there isn't a whole lot, not as much as in America, of like the government and people who are in power getting money and not investing it back into the people through like infrastructure. Like, they have these cities that light up, and they have these like the longest, tallest building in the world. So they do a good job of investing back into the populace. But just because it's cool and it's cheaper, I think that you go too far when you say that their cars are better than ours.
Right.
Because at some point you get what you pay for. I think that it should be allowed to hit the market, because it's like, you could buy that Kia, but then there's that like Toyota. And the thing is about these Toyota Corollas is that like, they're built for a human being to just punish it. So it's like 600,000 miles on it. Or you still see that Toyota Corolla driving down the road that was like from 97. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if the Chinese car would do that. Not to mention when it comes with all these bells and whistles and all these electronics, it's a more of an increased probability that something could go wrong.
Yeah.
So it's like you know what I'm saying, your valve and the engine may be fine, but you got to take it 100 times to the dealership because there's some electrical bullshit with the thing that flips up here to do the shit that you really don't need.
Right.
So I don't know about the quality of it, but I do think that the consumers deserve They haven't hit the market. You know what I'm saying? And we should be able to test it if we were a true capitalist society. It seems as
Right.
though, especially when it comes to these Republicans and with these racist politics and shit, socialism is a bad word, but it's really not. But you know, they're just fine with us not allowing Chinese products to hit us because we feel as though it'll if there's competition out there. Oh, that's fine. But as soon as you're talking about paying for something that the people need or looking out for people, oh, socialism bad. Well, motherfucker, if it's all capitalist, then you know let the Chinese try to sell their cars over here. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Chill with that shit. You know, my bad. I went off topic with that one.
Oh, you
But you
good.
know, better. But like, should a poor person be able to like afford a whip that's like inexpensive and may break down? Yeah, the market deserves that.
Right. Makes sense. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. That was a good build, man. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to pivot because the next few topics is going to get heavier. I think we got time. Let's make sure that I do cover them though. Um, I got it. That's where we going next, yo. Fuck it. Let's get into it, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Great content, man. We're gonna keep pushing through, and we're gonna tap in and get to it, man. Let's get to it, bro. Let me see what y'all think about this, bro.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes, bro.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
No, man. That's gay.
No, it's not. It's not.
Jiu-Jitsu is
Yeah.
gay.
It's not gay, bro. Honestly, it's not gay.
Men rolling.
Yeah.
That's gay.
No, like even when like with the
I would say it on camera.
No.
Jiu-Jitsu is gay.
No. So look, if someone's gonna attack you, the way to defend yourself in jiu-jitsu would be to get into guard and
see how gay you look.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty gay.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty gay. Yeah.
Oh shit, man! I just wanted to lighten the mood a little bit. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious, man. But again, more important topics. But I just thought it was fucking hilarious. Like I said, that dude he's funny as shit, and he's always up and down. But that's fucking hilarious, man. Let's get to our next clip, bro. We're about to get into a segmented part, and I think that again, I pushed this topic till last time. I think that I want to at least get to this part of the show. And there's like maybe 3 or 4 heavier topics. We'll see how we walk this down. But I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on this next video and shift gears just a little bit. Who taught you to think? Who taught you to think? Let's see what y'all think about this, bro.
Not taught our children about the psychopathically racist way of Europeans, but we've taught them to aspire to success behaving like Europeans. So you're having this, our children are getting slapped and knocked down because they don't understand who they're dealing with. They think that racism doesn't exist. So they're approaching it like they don't exist. And then the European response is a European and they don't understand. They'll get into an encounter with a cop and they'll think, oh, you know, I'm a U.S. citizen.
Thoughts? We got a build coming, so just keep that in mind. That this topic is gonna build into the next one. But what are y'all thoughts on that?
That's why that Nolan dude got killed.
Oh, slow down. We getting there, but let's just build on what we at with it now. What y'all think about that thought?
You're not thinking. You're not teaching your kid how to think. You know, look, if you're teaching your kid how to think, it's not because of race at all, right? You're teaching them to be aware of their surroundings and to pay attention to who they have around them and what's going on in the room. If you do that, sometimes you'll come to the conclusion that, hey, this is about race, but you got to have the eyes for it. You know what I'm saying? If you're taught to just not even consider that at all, regardless of whatever room that you're in, you know what I'm saying? You're handicapping your kids and you're teaching them to do the opposite of think, you know? You're not teaching them how to think. That's a blind spot. That's propaganda, and you know, and that's sad. And if something would have happened to them, you know, it's like it's kind of your fault. You didn't teach your kid how to think. You know?
I'll say this, bro. I think that this topic is so layered, right? The fact we all have very intelligent kids, and we as men we're moving up the ranks, the financial ranks and shit. The exposure our kids will have to those that don't think like them, don't look like them, and will despise them because of who we are, grows tremendously. So to your point, Mo, we will be doing them a disservice if we sending them out in the world and they have no pride for their culture. Because whether you want to consider it racist, bigot, or like whether there's a hint of bigotry, racism, classism, whatever it is, whatever bad ism you want to put on it, you sending your kid in the world, A, with no self pride and dignity, you fucked up, A, and for them not to be aware of what's around them and how those on the other side are being taught, you're just doing them a vast disservice. Almost to the point to where I need my daughter to have so much pride to where she finds herself in a room with nothing but white girls. She knows so much who she is that she looks at them as weak. But under no thought process do I need her to want to fit in, be like, or placate the people that ain't us.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but it's like, but if they think if they're in a room full of everyone that they have so much confidence in themselves that they think everyone else in the room with them is weak, I would want them to think that whether they were in a room full of black people or full of white people, you know. So it's like I don't really think that you have to have self pride in order to be aware of the fact that there are people out there that's going to treat you differently because you look different. I want you to have self pride, but self pride isn't shouldn't be a prerequisite from that because you still got to think regardless of where you at. Like even if you're the cooniest of coons and you're the cooney McMincoomster and you're black and everything else is black sucks and you're making your bread off that, you still got to be intelligent enough to know that in certain rooms, even though you're cooney McCooney, that they gonna hang you too. You know, it's like lie to everybody else. Don't lie to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what that shit means. You
That's
have to have awareness enough to know, even if you don't like black people too, but you gotta know that there's gonna be people who don't like you, even though you feel the same way that they do, but you look different. So it's like, be smart regardless. It's like intelligence and self-awareness, it trumps everything. Like even if you're just a piece of shit person who just hate where you come from, you know? But it's like you still gotta be fucking intelligent enough to know. It's like don't drink your own fucking Kool-Aid. Did that dude drink his Kool-Aid? That motherfucker down there that did that shit. What's his name?
Which
You
one?
know the term that comes from when he had that cult down there. He had the motherfuckers drinking the Kool-Aid and they
Oh
were
yeah,
dying
yeah,
and shit.
Jim Jones.
Jim Jones, did he drink his Kool-Aid?
I don't know whether he drank it. I can't
I gotta
remember.
look that shit
He
up.
did. I don't
He
think he
did
did.
it?
They did. I don't think he did.
Yeah.
I think he shot himself.
Yeah, don't drink your own Kool-Aid. He was like, fucking, I'm not going out like the Kool-Aid would let me go out all fucked up and poisonous, so I'm gonna go out quick. He didn't drink his own Kool-Aid. Don't drink your own fucking Kool-Aid, you know?
I'm gonna
I
tell
mean,
you,
so
bro.
like I'm with self-pride and shit like that, but it's just, I don't want you to be like, I don't want like a racial aspect of it to be the only thing that defines who you are. I would prefer for that to be your bloodline. A bloodline is like really, really connected to race, but it's just I don't want like your racial identity to be so much a part of you that like that you become a target and you're easily manipulated based off of your love for that. You know, it's like you have to think of yourself and your bloodline even more than anybody's race, including your own. You have pride of it. You have pride in it. It's like I'm proud that I'm black because I'm black, not because black's black and I'm a part of that. I'm being selfish. It's
Black, they
about
black, the
me.
black, black.
It's about me. You know why black is great? Because I'm a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, oh, let me, oh, thank the end, oh, thank God that I'm black and I'm bowing down to blackness. Nah, fuck that. Blackness bows down to me, and it's mine to command. And blacks should be fucking happy and awesome that I'm a part of them because I'm a net positive. When they look up those statistics and shit, my shit go the other way. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
respect
you're
that.
welcome, black. You're welcome.
I
You know
think
what I'm
I don't
saying?
know. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, bro. I think that it's important, I guess, to me and daughter, nieces, and nephews to understand history. Let's start there, right? And it doesn't start at slavery. Let's start there, right? We can go back to biblical texts. Like we've been here on this shit for a very long time, right? And I think that that's what fucks us up. Is that to your point, Mo? Is that we lean too much in these extremes and we forget context is very important, right? But it's important for if my daughter come to me on some shit like, yo, I'm in the haircut, blah, blah, blah. Why don't she know who Madam CJ Walker is? Or when she finds herself in college, like, I don't quite connect with these fucking people. And I'm struggling picking between being an American and being black. Have you read W.B. Du Bois? You feel me? Brother W.B. Du Bois. Like, you have to know these things. Because if you don't, then the shit you get indoctrinated with, have you out here, to your point, drinking somebody else's Kool-Aid. And that's that W.B. Du Bois book is so dope because it talks about how, and black people in America, we're always fighting the dichotomy of, are you black or are you American? And you fuck up when you choose one over the other without acknowledging that there's duality that exists that are always within you. Outside of race and American, we start talking about yin and yang, it still makes sense. Both have to exist in order for you to be who you are, but I can't let you overrun one with the other because then you're going to forget where the fuck you at. And I don't ever want my children in a room where you forgot where the fuck you at because it seems safe. Because we done got you in these suburban neighborhoods, we got you in these good schools, that those that don't look like you had the same pride Mo got, it's just on the other side. Because motherfuckers, you ain't at the end of the day, and I really don't like you. We tolerate you. Again, bullying doesn't have a race. So let me not stay there. But I think that to Dr. Amos's point in the video, Dr. Wilson's point, that's where we missing the shit, which is we raise our children to be upright and righteous, and we assume that that's going to come back from the other side. But then when you teach your black child to be upright and moral and deal with people with the heart that we know they have, you run into those Europeans and they acting just like they have since we've known them to be in existence. In history, they're going to do what they've been doing the whole time. That's where the trick comes, in my opinion. I'll land it there, though.
Well, I agree with everything you said, but I just don't think that that in order to get there, that it's like it has to be like just like black pride. I think that pride in oneself has to trump whatever you are, you know? So if you're proud of yourself and you're black, then black pride is just gonna come naturally. I just don't want the black race part of it to be all of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the thing that should trump the American and the black is you're you, which for me is like there's another word for that would just be blood, the bloodline, right? But it's just you are you, you know, and you need to be team you. And if you are this, or if you are seen as whatever, you know, that's what you got to be team. It's like if you're proud of yourself, you're proud of everything that comes along with you. So the black pride will just come naturally. But it can't be all black because there's people that are also black that will take advantage of that. And then they'll start to define, well, what's positive for blackness? Where do you fall in that? Well, because you're this and this and this, we can rock with you. But because, like, you know, I'm the gatekeeper of what pride and blackness is, you know, now I'm just kind of like religion. Now I get to kind of judge, and like that's how gatekeepers are developed, right? So
Yeah.
you'll have someone who is of the same race as you that will tell you, well, now you're not black enough.
Yeah. So, you
So
know what's
because that's
crazy?
so much of because that's like so much
Of
of
how
your
you identify
personality.
that they can weaponize it against you. I get your point.
Yes.
Right now,
Yes.
here's my
Let me
go
speak
ahead,
real
Josh.
quick.
I'll go after you, Josh. Cool.
I'm gonna say this, and then y'all can go back at it. And I'm gonna go back to the original question, Drawing on just like how we are rearing our kids in this type of environment. And I'm rearing my son because, you know, mind you, he's biracial. I don't even feel right saying that because we ourselves are, you know what I'm saying, like try and hell more than that. Like we tri-racial motherfuckers. So, but anyway, I'm already teaching him you're not gonna be accepted, black nor white. You whether it's gonna be your skin tone, whether it's gonna be the way you walk, the way you talk, or hell, it could be your disposition, man. You're not gonna be like, and I'm already sort of instilling that in him, just so like how Junior said, I don't want him to be that fucking crowd. Like I want to be in the in crowd, so let me go ahead and please whoever the trendsetter of this particular crowd is, type shit. Whether they be black or white, it's like, bro, be for yourself. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, don't get so lost in the sauce and trying to find your identity to where you missing the goddamn entire forest for the trees, my guy.
Okay. Let me say it this way. I agree with what y'all saying, right? So self pride has become for everything. What I'm telling you is, I'm raising my daughter to know who Angela Davis is while bumping Jeezy while going to get a degree. And she's unapologetically all those things because she's not validated by anybody outside of herself. But I want her to feel comfortable the way she don't turn down nothing that I'm putting into her. It's all you. Because that's how we show up, all of us, right? I pull up to my very corporate job, I'm going to be bumping that YMW Melly because I fucking feel like playing Murder on My Mind. And you're going to hear it in the parking lot. I'm not going to turn it down because I know it makes you uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck. And it's not to the point to where I'm disrespecting you, but I'm not turning me down because I'm in a room of people that requires that to happen. But in order for you to do that, you got to know all parts of you, right? So to the point, like y'all saying, our kids are exactly who we are. Y'all know who we are. Y'all know how we give it up. That shit, as I get older, don't turn down. I'm unapologetically me. All of me comes with everything that I am. And I'm at the age, this goes back to that pride because I know where I came from. You can't judge me for it. And I don't give a fuck how you feel about it because it ain't for you, nigga. It's for me.
Facts.
Fuck how you feel about it.
But hey, back to that music shit, it don't even matter what type of music you bumping, man. It could be black or whatever, man. If a motherfucker, like, bro, if a motherfucker got a problem with you, he gonna have a problem with you.
Exactly.
Like,
You don't need a reason.
like real shit. They gonna
And you know
find it.
what? This
No
is
matter
another
how
reason why.
hard you try to assimilate or whatever the fuck. But go ahead,
Yeah,
Dry.
it'll never be enough. And that's the thing, bro. The goalpost keeps moving. But to your point, Josh, it's like, nigga, if I want to go to work tomorrow morning and bump classical music, guess what the fuck I'm finna do? Bump classical music and get the fuck out the car the same way. And my retro ones, because that's the fuck I want to wear to work. That all of that's me. You feel
That's
me?
right. Keep them
And
guessing,
again,
goddammit.
yeah, what I
Come
found,
up
bro, and this is why
playing
I love
some
history,
debauch.
y'all. Yeah, this is why I love history, though. When it comes to us, putting this in our kids, is that what history does is show proof of concept. So although our children are unique and we want to make them special, we also have to give them humility of you ain't the first one to do this walk, and there are those that walk before you, and the path you think that's unique, there's somebody we can align you with that give you more direction. So you are unique because there's only one you, but you are a part of a collective that thrives around who you are. And these people, you got to learn how to work within. But that only happens when you pick in your tribe correctly. And again, that supersedes race, right? So now we're going into
All right.
how do your brain think? How do you move in the earth? How do you present yourself, right? But there's
Right.
still a part of me to where they got to know their history, bro, because at this rate, our school system ain't going to do it. Their friends ain't finna do it.
Facts.
You feel me? Like they're just not gonna get it anywhere else. So it's like if we
Yeah.
don't pick up the mantle, it's gonna be lost forever to where these just become names. And the only thing your kid can tell you, like I would feel like I would fail my daughter if at 20, the only thing she knows is that Martin Luther King had a dream and Malcolm X had a gun by a window. I fucked up somewhere. But if she also doesn't understand the Marxist theory, how the economy works, I failed her again. If she doesn't have situational awareness, I still fucking failed her. right? And I'm not saying that she has to be able to apply these things, but she's been exposed to them. Because again, we can't control completely what our kids do. So don't get it fucked up. I'm not a failure based off of results. I'm a failure if she was never exposed to said information or the harsh realities of the world. But I honestly think we will all be doing our kids a disservice if at some point when they're old enough and mature enough to have a conversation with you, you don't tell them what happened to Trayvon. You don't tell them what happened to Emmett Till. What's scary to me, bro, is when we looking at Nolan Wells, it's ironic and eerie that his mom and daddy look just like Emmett Till mom and daddy.
From what I've seen and from what I've heard of them, it's like I see why that happened to that dude. They're absolutely idiots. They're idiots. Um, the guy, he's too soft spoken. He never really speaks. You can kind of tell that whatever she has going on kind of supersedes it. Because she's getting up there saying things like, oh, well, we're gonna have a party in remembrance, and it's just how she speaks and how she carries herself. She definitely. I'm not gonna. I don't know, like, oh, race doesn't matter. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think that she went that route, but I don't think that she truly believed that. I think that she believes that race absolutely matters. But what matters is that is your proximity to whiteness, and not necessarily proximity to whiteness, but like if they accept you, and if a lot of them are cool with you, then you're doing something right. You know,
There you go.
and
Okay,
it left that kid, wide open. You know what I'm saying? And that's foolishness. And like I said, I feel bad for the kid. And that's when me and you agree, is because it's like, you have to know about those things just simply because it's history and it's happened, and you have to learn from it, because like it could happen to you.
Look at here.
Yeah, son. Race shouldn't matter, but look. Like you know what I'm saying? If something goes down, da 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 da, folk might da da da. Everybody else has this in common. You're the only one that's different. If you're by yourself, so you on your own out here and stuff
Look at
like that.
here.
You know what I'm saying? When it's
One,
like, oh, race doesn't matter and no one sees anything, and it's like, you're a fucking idiot.
that's
And her kid is
bullshit.
dead, and she still got that shit with some of these press conferences that I've seen. I
Look at
think
here,
the
yo.
Ben Crump dude look like he's irritated of standing beside her stupid ass.
Yo, look at here,
Um,
man. There's there's a lot of situations to where we're as black males, we've seen instances where you
Hey,
can't get too comfortable with hey, what's up, bro?
what's up, OG? Playboy, what's good, Mr. Well?
Hey, what's
But
up, y'all? Hey, I didn't know you went live, bro. And I'm like, hold up. Let me see what's going
Yeah,
on. I gotta come and fuck with my brothers. Like,
I appreciate you, OG. Yeah,
like I'm
it's on
just gonna
your end, Junior.
I'm gonna listen, y'all, so I can get filled in on what y'all talking about.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, keep
but
cooking, Junior.
bro, nah, it's just the more like you can't get too comfortable with the pale face race, man. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and spill this story just because that shit hits close to home. And when I look back on it, it's like, bro, I don't ever want that shit to happen to my son.
Right.
But when I was going to Wesleyan at in Rocky Mount, like Wesleyan College, bro, we all went to a party in Greenville. It was just me and a couple of other cats, and a couple of other these cats, they were like in a fraternity.
Yeah.
And I think three of them were black, but they were in a white fraternity, and they went to a white frat party. While we was like, nah, bro, we just gonna go on ahead and, you know what I'm saying, just see what the Sigma's cooking up, like on ECU campus. We went to their party, shit was lit. We got fucked up, and we waiting on these dudes to come back from their party. They never came back, so we just sort of dipped. They weren't answering their phones. Kind of find out, bro, they went to the fucking white frat party, right? Everything was all cool and live. And mind you, these is three black cats. Two of them biracial. One is, I think one was an African. And something got stolen at this frat party. Mind you, this is their Like this is their same frat. They're just different chapters.
Right.
The frat bros in that chapter thought that one of the black dudes in their chapter stole whatever got stolen and literally beat the shit out of all those black dudes in the chapter. One of them's arms got broken in 3 places. We didn't find out about any of this shit until the next day when we were already back at Wesleyan campus. And come to find out, the next day we were standing all around him when he got the call basically saying that the girlfriend of the guy whose shit got stolen, she took that shit like as a prank. And she left. And that dude, I swear to God, that dude didn't even get an apology, not from the dudes that jumped him, not from his own other white frat bros that didn't protect him, or just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, so it's like, bro, you got too fucking comfortable, bro. You thought you were you thought you were them. You're not. You're not, my dude.
That part. And again, Josh, it happens so fucking frequently to where this is why I said, man, with us having kids, y'all know our temperament, y'all know our demeanor, you know how we give it up, bro. It's super important that our kids have that sense of self-pride and they're able to have that discernment to realize that when you're outnumbered, and when I say look like you, I'm gonna say it metaphorically. When the people around you stop looking like you in mass and you're the only one because you're special, you're in the wrong fucking room. Respectfully. And that can be, and again, to your point, Mo, like let me bridge it, right? This is true even if you're around a bunch of black people that don't think like you, right? So this supersedes race, but for right now we're focusing on race based on what's happening in the news. But this is a principle thing. This is an integrity thing, right? Just like I don't want my black daughter hanging around a bunch of white women that are evil, mean bitches. Also don't want to hang around a group of black girls that are boosters either. You see how that works?
Yeah.
And this is why you got to almost do both as a black American. Is I got to tell you about the black side of how this shit give it up, but I also got to instill in you, to your point more earlier, the way you are special and unique because of who you raised under. We're going to raise y'all a certain way to where you're going to be unique as fuck, but you got to still do your due diligence to find your level so that you're not in these dumbass, uncompromising situations to where you're at the mercy of the people you thought you was cool with because you rocked yourself to sleep. That's where I'm at with it. You feel me? And I think both things got to happen, bro. Like, it's super imperative. Yeah. I'm going to play this other video. We're going to keep adding layers to this because, like you said, that video led into something else. But I'm going to get y'all thoughts on this, and then we'll give more context to the case. The truth is behind the laugh. Back to what the story just told Josh and what we saw in that last video. What y'all think about this video, bro?
Since the death of Nolan Wells, I've seen an alarming number of comments and videos from white people laughing about what happened to him and joking about this is what white people do. But the most concerning one that I've seen so far is this.
Yeah, we did it. We sure did do it. What you think? What you think we do when we take y'all young men camping with us? You know them boys don't know how to swim. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You throw them in that water. Say, swim, boy, swim! Woo! Learn how to swim, boy! You can't do it! You can't do it, boy! Y'all ain't ever gonna learn how to swim! Yeah, they did it. Them boys did it. This is a damn tradition for us. Yeah, this is a tradition. We take you boys out in the woods. We throw you in the swamp. We throw you in the creek. We throw you in the springs and rivers. Yeah, we throw you in the oceans. Y'all can't do a damn thing. Y'all be in there splashing and screaming, I can't swim! I can't swim! Oh, hell no!
This is disturbing. This reflects a level of dehumanization in that man.
We don't need our commentary. We got this part. Thoughts?
No.
Let's go,
man,
Mo, Playboy, and then Josh.
I'm pissed.
What you got? What you got, Playboy?
I'm pissed. But they show you who they are anyway.
Yeah.
The difference is, you know, we as parents, I think as parents, we want our kids to at a certain level. I think we forgetting how we raise them. Like, oh, we send you to private school, right? Most private schools, they're predominantly white. we want them to interact when they need to be well-rounded all the way, but pay attention and be attentive. But I am kind of pissed off at the parents because nowadays times have changed. You know, hey, we grew up in the 90s. We know all of that. It was wild. This is a different type of wild, though, because now you have to make sure you know where your kids are constantly, because this shit can happen for real. You know, you can actually go to an event, all white or predominantly white. You're the one that's not coming home. See, this is the one thing I try to tell black kids: watch how they treat each other, because they more reckless and wild than black people. They will humiliate each other. They will trash each other and everything, and still want to be around them. Hell no. That's a cycle that needs to be broken for real.
That's a fact. Hey, Playboy, what you think about this, bro? And I'm gonna let because I think Josh. Well, let's go Mo and then Josh. This is what I'm thinking, Playboy. A rule of thumb I think I want to have, like with my daughter, and I'm gonna talk to her moms about this, is as she gets older, bro. As she gets older, meaning she can make her own decisions. I'd much rather have my daughter bringing her white friends into her world. I mean, you gotta come over my house.
Yeah.
You gonna get this soul, but I'm not going over there with y'all.
Yeah.
You gotta come fuck.
And I'm the same. Hey, my niece. I've been raising my niece. My niece is mixed, so but she identifies more with black. She looks black. She looks like a light skinned red bone, but she identifies more with her black side. I don't hide her from her white family though.
Right.
But
of course not.
Guess what? But she even understands, like, I ain't messing with them. I'm not doing like, no, because you have to really, they can be really hard. We more tougher as black people. We're more tougher. Yeah. They're more wilder than us.
I get your point. I see what you're saying. Like they
actually, white people act like they actually live in the fucking, they like the camp and forest and all of that, but they act more savage than we do.
Yes, with each other. And again, they'll do it under the jest of love and jokes. And I'm telling you, Mr. Will, I think that has to be the reminder that I think was missing. Like, to the point of Nolan Wells. Imagine if those same guys that he was comfortable enough to get on the boat had to eventually go to his mom and Pop's crib and listen to R&B music while his mom's made dinner. Pops was around playing cards with the homies. And now we're going to make your little white ass uncomfortable for you to remember that when you not around my kid and y'all get in these rooms, you remember that uncle that made you uncomfortable. You remember that family member and that song playing that these motherfuckers ain't going to play about theirs. And I think as black people, bro.
To piggyback off of that, I went to the same high school as Allen Houston, right?
Yeah.
That was prestigious, black and white, but more white. They had the money, right?
Yeah.
So I went to one of my friends' cribs and I'm like, he a white boy. We doing track, we doing all of this shit. I go there, he done cussed at his mom, and I'm like, what? Like, he's like, that shit that they be talking about is real. It's my privacy. It's my privacy. It's this. And I'm just looking, and these motherfuckers are wealthy. And I'm just looking like, I know damn well I can't talk to my mama that way.
Yeah.
I never went back because I already knew where my level was.
Levels.
They would have been the motherfuckers to chop me up in the woods.
That ass, bro.
And that's also that's also that gentle parenting shit too. Shout out to our guy who ain't joining us right now.
Like
that's
no ass whoopings or whatever. But he's just expressing himself. He's the motherfucker that be the shooter in a elementary school.
Yeah.
Like hell no.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think that might be the practical solution as our kids get older, dog, to where when they get to that age to where you got to put the apps on their phone and they out and about in the world more, nigga, everybody you interacting with they gotta break bread in this house to see how
But
we
guess
give it
what,
up.
though, Strata? That's the whole thing. Like, even with all my kids, I needed to meet your parents. I needed to know who they was around, but I needed to meet the parents as well.
Yeah.
Because, some of these kids, they all hanging out and everything. They ain't never met a parent. No, I need to meet the parents of who you talking about you want to hang with.
Yeah.
Because I want to see how y'all live and everything. But I'm not, you think I'm going to give you custody of my child in that moment and y'all selling weed and shit out of y'all? No. Her, you didn't know, like, for real, like, my niece, and, I've been raising them for 12 years, but she kept on wanting her friends. I'm like, well, I need to meet the parents.
Yeah.
So then when my niece started getting shy with it, I was like, I know ain't the parents for us. Because we got to make sure that you take, this is our care package. This is our baby.
Like that. Yeah.
They need to treat her like they popped her out. Like, no, hell no. That little boy should have never went with them because I know they didn't know everybody and know everything. Because we know teenagers is going to do what they're going to do. It's just a difference. You got to matter with your kids.
It's a fact, bro. And I think that, bro, that Playboy, that has to, like, I can't say this shit enough, man. I think that, to your point, when they get about around that 12, 13,
yes,
I'm going to probably, I'm definitely not probably, I'm going to talk to my ex-wife and, just when she's making friends, based on where she's at, it's like they gotta come and break bread to look everybody in the face and the eye. Because I think, I'm not saying it would deter everything. I'm just saying that it gives them the context to humanize us again, to where you're not just the whipping boy, the scapegoat, the butt of the joke later. Because even if you don't take my kid serious, there's enough energy here for you to take me serious.
Yeah. And I'm and I'm chaperoning, even if I ain't invited. I'll be in the parking lot. I don't give a damn.
That part, Mr. Will, I'm around. I'm
gonna chaperone. I'm gonna do all of that shit. I'm gonna make sure, for one, if I'm dropping your ass off, see, a lot of parents, they'll drop the kids off and leave. Nah, I'm in the parking lot because I know how I was as a teenage boy. I'm trying to get something.
Yeah.
Fuck no, I'm in that, man. Some of my older kids, they thought it was a game. Took them to the skating rink. Now think about this. They all in high school, everybody going up. But I know one thing. You niggas will sneak out. And y'all will try. Guess what? I'm in that parking lot. I'll blow the horn. I'm like, get your ass back in her. So then they was like, yeah. But they knew I wasn't playing because the mistakes that I made, I got away with shit. And it wasn't that my parents wasn't good parents. They just didn't, my dad always worked. My mom, homebody.
Yeah.
So when they got divorced and shit, hey, well, my mom, bro, I got away with murder. My father wanted one thing. Hey, man, let me know where you at, just in case I got to put my hands on you. And those was his rules. That was his law. And, we still did shit like, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, because he was a supervisor and all that type of shit. Even when he knew where I was, he'll ride by once.
Yeah.
See us all out.
Right.
Oh, shit. So
just a reminder. Right.
I gotta wait like 30 minutes so I can get back to work.
Right.
Yeah,
but again, it reminded you and everybody around you that, hey, that's somebody watching that.
But he wanted to make sure, because even when I was too young to have a pager, but my father had me a pager because he's like, hey, you gonna do this? I want to know where you at. When I call you, when I text you, do that. Because, back in the day, that was a text.
Right.
But they hit your people.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've been running a tight ship with all my kids. I'm just grateful that none of my kids have gotten locked up, bro. Like, because I was on their ass. And nigga, you can't run the streets. You can't. If you go somewhere, I'm there. I'm around. Because I know what this street shit gonna swallow you with. They gonna try to grab you. So I've always done that. Like, I think that we lazy as parents now. And that's the biggest thing, because he shouldn't have never been with all them white people, bro. And they should have had a chaperone. So that's how you know they was doing some sneaky shit.
Yeah, y'all niggas is on a boat and ain't a real adult in sight. And like you said, white people, water, and
But didn't they like leave the boats at some point? Like, wasn't he photographed at like some like after party and shit, like mad late at night and shit? You know, I honestly think that the kid he was off of his pivot because he was intoxicated or somewhere. Tons of drinking going on, and these like judges and everybody's drunk, motherfuckers is doing drugs and shit. You know, ain't no telling. But the thing is that like if you got that awareness about you, like, hey, you know, I'm the only one here. It's like you got to have like got to be on your pivot, and it's like, you know, I'm like I don't like drink and let myself like really go unless I'm like chilling with y'all, because it's like I know that I can not be in control of my faculties and still be good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm around fans. It's like, why didn't he have that in his head? Like, you know, I'm chilling, whatever, you know, but it's like I'm not gonna
But
get
he was
too
actually
fucked
thinking
up.
those was
You know?
his friends.
That's wild, dog.
The whole thing was nothing was it wasn't vetted very good, but he actually thought he was around friends. He actually thought he was around some white people that actually like him.
Yep.
And
mistake number
the whole
one.
thing was the parents, you didn't meddle. You got to meddle with these kids, bro.
Yes, but I will say this too, though.
Backpacks, I'm checking when your ass is going to school, guess what? I'm still checking shit. I'm checking. Hey, when we walk out, hey, what's in that bag? But then when I take your ass to school, guess what I'm doing? I'm meddling your room. Like, no, there's no fucking rules to parents, but one thing, to keep them from themselves, keep them safe.
Yeah, I 100% agree that race played a factor in it. But it's just I wouldn't want this particular situation. I wouldn't go down the route of you can't be around white people. That's crazy, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're going too far, bro. I mean, you
Hey,
know,
I'm gonna keep it real.
I could even bring up the young lady from North Carolina who got killed in Mexico. When they beat her to death out there, she was with her friends. They were all black. I mean, you know, I'm gonna probably tell my daughter not to be the only woman in the room, right?
But real
That's
talk,
wild.
look, I have a double-edged sword in my life, right? Because I actually have white people in my family, but they're not assholes. They're not, you know, the ones that when I was a kid, but you can't tell I'm very dark skinned or what have you. But that's my family, that's my bloodline.
But Pete, bro, hey, ain't gonna lie, Mo, I like your build. I want to add to it, my nigga. With my daughter, not only does she not need to be the only woman in the room, you can't be the only black person in the room. I'm sorry, bro.
Yes.
Like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
I'm just keeping it real, bro.
Well, I guess
Hey,
if you're
hold
talking
on.
socially, I understand. But you got to think about it like this: we as black Americans in particular have been shut out of so many rooms, right? There has to be first in order to let other people in. Because black people deserve to be in some of these rooms, especially when you're talking about professionally. And you don't want to
boardrooms. Hey, boardrooms, I agree with you. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
We gotta
It's like, so sometimes you have to be the only person in the room because then you'll hold the door open and you'll let other people in.
But I
we
think
need those trailblazers.
But the environment has to matter. What we talking about too, though, bro.
When you talking about socially, okay,
right? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Socially,
that's what that was. Like, think about it. I don't want my damn child going camping. For one, there's no grown up. For one, there's no grown up. There's no adult there. Now you can say 18. That's not a fucking. You're not grown. Even the 21s, 22-year-olds, whoever the hell they had out there, because I'm sure it was more.
Yeah.
No, that you need to have a elder out there when it comes
They
to
were
these
drinking.
kids, to make sure, for one, they going camping, whatever the hell they doing, and you're on a boat ride. Somebody else should have been older than that.
Yeah,
That's
you know
where
what's
we
crazy?
get into the white people shit when it comes to the fact that they was just cool with them doing that shit. Or, hey, we're just going on the lake, mom.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's some
They'll
cold
buy the
shit,
liquor
Mr.
for him.
Will.
They'll buy the liquor for him.
Now here's the cold shit where I kind of agree with a junior on the back end of this. So at NC State, we was at Lake Gaston, and we were part. I was a black. First of all, I was the first black president of the All Greek Council at NC State. Let's start there, right? First black man to hold that, where I presided over all the Greeks and shit. But we go on this retreat, and it's all white people, but we at they fucking lake house, right? And to the point, I was the only black person that was formed on the council, and we were on, one of the other guys' boat. But one thing that I never did was let myself forget that no matter how cordial I am with y'all, my preservation comes before all you motherfuckers. And I'm not that dedicated to this room to where if it's got to be me or you will go first, motherfucker, and I'm going to be the one to send you. You see what I'm saying? But that takes a different level of mentality before you get in the room. That's why I say it's got to be in the child before they get in the scenario. So you got to know that before you go. That there will be situations socially or professionally to where you can't control the room, but you can always control you. And that's why I do agree with Moda where that situational awareness needs to be in that boy more, right? That self-pride has to be there, but also knowing that this room, no matter how friendly it seems on the surface, I have to get the fuck back home. That has to be the first thought and the last thought when entering any of those scenarios, not laying there.
Hey. Now, what you just said, bro, that not only goes for our kids, but bro, there's a lot of fucking grown ass black
Yes.
men and women who need to understand that shit as well. Because with all this shit with this kid going on, I can't help but remember that case that happened a couple of years ago with that black lady that went to that football like that, like it was a football night, and she's dead in the backyard. Don't nobody know shit. Ain't nobody arrested. Two of the wives there were wives of cops. One it's like yo, like nah, bro, like that situational awareness just because you think you're accepted, like don't, bro, just don't take that, you're like family, don't take that shit to heart. Those are just words.
And I got you, Josh. I'm gonna build on that because this is something that they always will find a sneaky way to do. Whether when they get too drunk or too loose, they'll always remind you of how they think you're different than the other black people. They'll find a way to isolate you. You're different. You're special, and your ass just got rocked to sleep.
You don't act like the other ones.
There you go.
Don't act like the
You
other
start hearing
black.
shit like that. That's when you in danger.
But
because
they'll
now-
ride with that shit. Like, you don't act like the other ones I met.
Yeah.
The other ones, like, no, you treat me like I'm a bat.
Right. And again,
Like
bro, that tokenism,
that's
dog.
disrespect.
Yeah, tokens get
But you
spent,
gotta
bro.
think, these kids,
Damn, I like that.
you know, we always try to teach our kids common sense, right? Because that's the strongest thing you actually can have. It's not discernment, you know, that's been going through YouTube, but it's about having common sense. But it's about you being attentive.
Yeah.
I teach that with everything I do is being attentive, whether it's with my wife, my kids, paying attention, because I need to know the mood in the room.
Over there.
And you know they'll do those
Don't
little jokes to them and all of that shit, and they not realizing that they clowning you.
Yeah.
But you're trying to belong. You want to be, because this is the social group that you want to be accepted by. Now think about what I just said, y'all. They want to be accepted by this group because they're around them or they're in school with them because, you know, we can be harsh as black people anyway. That's just reality. So people try to fit in where they can. It's just parents have to fucking meddle. You have to meddle.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, this is my main thing. You have to meddle with these kids nowadays. They vaping and shit. They doing all of that. You can't smell that shit on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it was different when you sneak and smoke a cigarette or a blunt, a black, what have you. But they vaping now. Like they got all this bullshit. So you actually have to be a warden. You have to act like they in prison.
You got to be vigilant and understand.
My niece told me one day, she was like, "You on me?" Yeah, I'm gonna be on you, because you're gonna have to do your chores and everything. But outside of her, I want to know what's going on. So I'm gonna meddle in every damn thing.
And I'm gonna tell you, Mr. Will, this is something I think we can do in tandem with what you're saying, bro. When my daughter gets old enough, I think I'm gonna start playing a game with her to where we're out randomly and casually in public. I'm gonna just start asking her random questions about her surroundings to see whether she can pick up on it.
Hey, that's perfect, bro. Like,
you feel
real,
me?
like
to just get her brain thinking about
works.
Real, like what's going on around you. Are you still aware? Like who just walked in? Or listen, if you had to assess this room, who you think is the most dangerous person in here? Who's the second most? Who's the third?
It works too, Strata. It does.
You feel me? Yeah. Just kind of getting them jog. Because to your point, Mr. Will, while you got them underneath your wing, you got to stay on them. But I also need my kids empowered to where when I'm not there, my voice is there.
They gonna handle it. Guess what I've been doing though, Strata?
What's up?
I do it with my family. I do it with my own bloodline, and I have conversations like, "How you feel about them? What have you learned about them?" Some of these people have been around her all her life and been around all my life. I have been chopping off heads. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
With my family, because for one, they're toxic. So I have been cutting out. I have been trying to carve out all the toxic people in my life. Guess who the most toxic people in my life are right now?
Who's that?
The motherfuckers on YouTube don't cool.
Welcome to the internet, baby. Welcome to the internet, baby.
But guess what, Strata? I'll take it because I know I can handle it.
Right.
And I know how to deal with people. We teaching these kids how to deal with people now because it is about social skills.
Yes.
With these kids. Because you don't know. I'd rather have you know it all and pay attention than you get caught slipping. Just like that little boy, he got caught slipping, y'all, bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about, that was the most horrendous shit you could do. That was terrible, y'all.
And to your point, Mr. Will, we don't even need to, well, we do need to know to have the proper contacts, but what we also need to consider, to your point, is whether it's negligence on his part because he was too drunk, whether it was the people that were around him turned hostile towards him, whether he found himself in need and was in a room of people that wouldn't help him. There are a lot of mistakes here, no matter what the context that comes out in the case. And if y'all notice, I haven't really even brought up a video with any updates because they're still at the stage to where they're questioning the autopsy. A couple of questionable things happened there.
I think I seen that today, Strata.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think, because I was in the Discord earlier, and shout out to this might be risky, but
shout out.
They was saying something about he got shot in his head.
Oh, so so
it was playing Russian roulette and shit.
Wow, so there is a red. It was a red pronounced part on the back, like the nape of his neck, but also with the secondary autopsy, they don't have his throat area. For some reason, they don't have access to it, so they don't know. But there's so much that they don't know that this is why all of this shit has to matter in a different way.
But you know, Colin Kaepernick, he actually paid for
he paid for the secondary autopsy.
So even when they was like Ben Crump, because Ben Crump, this is the only case he got going on right now, right?
Yo, the most popular one.
That's what that was talking about. He actually got shot in his fucking head, and then they have text messages and shit from everybody, all the kids' phones and everything. They tried to wipe them. They couldn't wipe them.
Okay. And I ain't gonna
So
lie,
they
Mr. Will.
got 'em
That's
in the
why.
class.
You know what's crazy, Mr. Will? That's exactly why we're only talking about this from the macro, and I haven't went micro yet with that because I need a little bit more details.
No, it was on
You feel
YouTube.
me?
They were alive. Like the whole entire family, Ben Crump, they were alive, bro. Like apparently, this kid got shot in his damn head outside of what the hell happened to him. And don't quote me on it. I'm saying this on YouTube. Don't quote me on it. But from what my knowledge was and what was leaked out, and then when they was there, they knew that there was something wrong. They had his phone, and all the other kids apparently they got their phones and they try to rub them out. I'm just saying what I've heard.
Yeah,
because I was in the dentist at the dentist with my niece.
Yeah,
when I was seeing this shit, but I couldn't really like
pay attention, right? Lock in on it. Yeah.
So everything they got pieced together was, that was a setup.
Yeah, there's some negligence here, whether it's through the intoxication, whatever.
They wanted to kill a nigga. That's how. I felt.
And again, think about it. To your point, Mr. Will, just like that could be the rumor. I didn't want to prematurely cover it and the theme get lost because we got the facts wrong. Because let's say that nigga.
That's why I gave a disclaimer.
Yeah, right. That's hearsay, right? Because think about it, Playboy. Because we know how this goes.
Certain things I was hearing.
Yeah. No. You did a good job of explaining and bringing it to the floor, right?
I fucks with you. I don't want you to get. You're not gonna get in trouble for shit.
I know how the count go. But this is the thing, Mr. Will. This is why I even waited to roll out talking about this at all, because what can also be a possibility, I don't think it's probable, but we still have to leave room because we find out shit as we go. It could have been very probable that nigga got drunk and fell the fuck overboard and everybody was so fucked up that they didn't even know he was gone. Now, I don't think that's probable, but that's a possibility. But until we just be like,
possibly because we all know the truth. Like,
we know the truth.
Ain't nobody just going.
He the only one missing. Yeah, we know the fuck. We know, Mr. Will. Don't get the fuck.
Everybody
I want to report on it.
And they had his phone, right? Yeah. They had his phone. They said,
they already had his phone. Yeah, there's a lot of.
How many black people you know that's gonna go just stay by themselves and you take my phone?
Yeah, like you said, those parts are out.
I need to be able to call help.
But this is why, like you said. But yeah, Ms. Wood, this is why, like you said, I slow rolled even introducing this part of the topic. Yeah. I think by next show next week, there'll be enough for us to kind of walk this case down in a linear way, right? Okay. And I'm not saying that we'd have been that far off, but to my point, man, it's so much rumors to where it can fuck your message it up to what we talking to our people, right? Mr. Wood, we're talking to people that live amongst us, and I think that shout out to y'all brothers, right? The things we've talked about have superseded whether the facts of the case go either or. What we're saying is universal advice for anybody. Yeah, your kids should know themselves. They should know their surroundings. But that's why I didn't really get too much into the particulars this show. Again, we about to put a bow on this show because I think it's been a show. But that's why we're talking macro and not micro yet, because I still need more details to come out. But go ahead.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. I mean, it's just like in other words, like, and this is like outside of race or whatever, but it's just don't pedestalize any group of people to the point where you feel like that if you're in their proximity, that you're just completely safe.
Right.
All people, all of us are fucking humans and we're all dangerous, bro. We're top predator out here. Act like it. Don't be a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
safety is an illusion.
I feel you completely on that one, bro.
That's a fact, nigga. Really? Safety is an illusion, dog. Don't rock yourself to sleep. Safety is an illusion out here. Everybody ain't got the same heart, same values. So again, we got to be more vigilant, to your point, Playboy Will, with how we raising our kids. On top of us protecting them from themselves, we have to empower them to send them in the world to where they have and they're equipped with the tools to navigate scenarios when we're not around. And that's my biggest thing, is that I can't be with my daughter 24/7. I just need to make sure that my voice is in her head.
Exactly.
She can't never lose that. You feel me? Like this always. Well, me and Pops was telling me about this. So Daddy told me I need that to be on repeat in her brain when I can't touch it, right? So I don't know, man. Being super vigilant. But let's go around, put a ball on the show, man. I think we did a great job. I still got to push some more of these topics back because I got maybe 2 more deeper topics we'll push to the next show.
Damn, Strider,
Mix with some
damn,
bullshit.
keep it going.
We at 3 hours, Mr. Will. I ain't gonna hold you, boy. Like, listen, man, I gotta get to it, bro.
But look, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. This is what I've been teaching my kids and my grandchildren. Now, the one thing is how we raised you. You can be courteous. You can do all of that. Don't expect for somebody else to be raised the same way you were.
I like that.
So you can show your friends respect. You can be courteous to them and everything, but don't expect that because they might have not been raised the same way you were.
Don't expect reciprocity.
So I always do that. Even now, like, hey, one of my grandsons, he's an asshole. I have to get him together. And I'm like, hey, you don't want these problems with me for one. Because you're not going to disrespect my son because my son is your damn daddy.
Right.
That's my baby. And you my baby too. So, you know, it's just pushing we have to do one thing. We have to stay active. Y'all, we can't be tired. Y'all know how it is with me. We can't be tired.
Fact.
We have to work and we teach our kids this shit. And when you're fortunate to have grandkids, that's what you do. And I don't give my grandkids a pass. Now, you know, I spoil the shit out of them. But no, when you acting a fool, I said this on the show, Strata. My grandson, his nickname is Punishment now. Because he's been on punishment for so long. It's like, I really want to tell him, we just gonna be honest. Nigga, are you tired? Are you tired of being on punishment? So it's like,
funny. Right.
All my granddaughters and everything, guess what? I got a shitload of them. They handle their shit.
Yeah.
You want to be the asshole. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
your nickname is Punishment. you want your phone? You want to play the game and shit and everything? Only time you get a little free time is when you come to Pops. You come to Grandpa. Nigga, I'm tired of you. I don't want But that's what. Hey, baby.
What's up, Luna?
Now I gotta be correct.
Right.
But y'all get what I'm saying as far as
she can't hear.
When it comes to these teenagers, when it comes to our kids, you know, that's the dopest thing we can do. But we have to matter. We have to pay attention. And ain't no camping trips, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I did that in middle school, and I didn't like it anyway. I don't like being outside like that unless I'm grilling or throwing cornhole or being with the family. I don't want to just be outside. And who kayaks and shit anyway? I'm just saying. I'm done trying to, you know.
I love it, my bro. I love it, OG. You know the count. Josh, what you got, bro? Let's put a bow on this thing. What's your final thoughts? You're on mute, brother.
Damn, man, I mean, my final thoughts, man, is just instilling a godlike type level of awareness in my kid and letting him know that it's all right to not be accepted by this particular group or that particular group. You know what I'm saying? Just live your life, bro, and be aware not only of your surroundings, but the people you surround yourself with. Because shit is wicked out here. You know what I'm saying? Shit is wicked.
I like it. I like it. Big Mo, what you got, brother?
Yeah, same.
Niggas that same.
Yeah, don't be stupid.
Don't be
for real.
I like it, man.
For real.
Where the fuck you at? I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, man. Like, here's my final thoughts, bro. Like, on some real shit,